Ohio State at home against Georgia in the NIT. Head coach Jake Diebler. When you look at how the first couple of games have gone, is the composure your team's shown been one of the biggest assets?
Yeah, you look at, both these first we didn't know if he was going to be able to finish the game and makes a big bucket. Jamison getting to the free throw line has been good. Defensive stops have been impressive. So it's been a collective effort, certainly, but leadership's played a big role.
Can running things that get guys to the free throw line be an emphasis?
Yeah, I think we're not playing for fouls, but we're certainly putting guys in position to attack the paint with gaps and get us in an advantage situation. And then at that point, it's about playing with force. And our guys have done a really good job with that.
Jake, you talked about playing aggressively, and nobody defines that more than Bruce Thornton, but does it come with a risk sometimes?
Well, I think, listen, he met a knee there with his thigh last game, and I think Bruce is a contact, seeker. He's a physical player, but he's also got great athleticism and elusiveness, and so I think, listen, this game, this time of year, everybody's a little banged up, and there's some bumps and bruises, but the thing I've been most impressed with is the toughness of our guys, both individually and collectively, to be able to finish games, the way we have.
We'll talk more when we continue on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
When you've been diagnosed with heart or vascular disease, where you start your care makes all the difference.
When you choose the Heart and Vascular Center at The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center.
Our team of specialized experts will manage your condition day to day.
And should you need more advanced care like complex heart or vascular surgery,
you'll never need to travel farther.
You didn't choose heart and vascular disease, but the choice of where to treat it is clear.
The Ohio State University Heart and Vascular Center.
Hey, Buckeye fans, Paul Keels here for my other favorite nation, Window Nation. I just scored some new windows from Window Nation. What an amazing difference. Can't wait to start saving on those energy bills. Right now, they have an incredible offer just for Ohio State fans. Receive 2 windows free with every 2 you buy. Plus, put 0 down, make 0 payments with 0% interest for 2 years. Watch your Buckeyes in comfort this season with new windows from Window Nation. Call today at 866-90-NATION or visit them online at windownation.com. Tell them Paul sent you.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. This is the Logan AC and Heat Services Buckeye pregame show on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Ohio State at home with Georgia tonight. Are we continuing to see Felix Okpara scratch the surface offensively?
Absolutely. We need him to be good on that side for us to be the best we can be. And we got to keep finding spots to utilize his gifts offensively. And he's got to continue to be aggressive for us, so he'll be important for us tonight.
Jake, is the production from Dale Bonner translated into the additional minutes he's gotten on the floor?
Yeah, I think so. You're seeing him play in a rhythm, and he's being aggressive. And the pace that we've been playing with, fits him well. It's a strength of his. So, yeah, I think he's getting into a nice rhythm.
That depth helping that pace, continuing to help it?
Yeah, our guys are playing really hard. You're seeing guys play to exhaustion where they need to check themselves out of the game, and that's a good sign and a good place to be in. And guys are confident in our depth, and I think that's why you're seeing us play with the urgency and aggressiveness and effort that we are.
Jake, what are the things that Georgia brings to the table tonight?
Toughness, well coached, defensive minded, changing defenses. We'll see different defenses, and then they got multiple pieces that are capable of scoring double figures. They got really basically 7 guys who could go out and really do some things offensively. So they got versatility on that end, and we're expecting to see their best tonight.
Last home game, what have the fans brought, and what do you expect them to bring tonight?
I expect our fans to step up just like they did in the first 2 NIT games. The atmosphere here in the shot was awesome. A big part of that was obviously the energy, support, enthusiasm of our crowd, and we're excited. This is the last home game. And, we need Buckeye Nation to help us finish it off right.
Sounds good. Thanks as always, and all the best, Jake.
All right. Thanks, Paul. Go Bucks.
That's Ohio State coach Jake Diebler, and our pregame show is always brought to you by Kroger. Kroger Pickup, the easy way to get what you want right when you need it. Try Kroger Pickup today on the Kroger app or at Kroger.com. The Logan AC and Heat Services Buckeye pregame show has been brought to you statewide by State Farm on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
And brought to you locally by your Central Ohio Toyota dealers on your home of the Buckeyes. Live and local weekday mornings beginning at 6 with Morning Juice on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
When you need urgent care and you need it fast, where you go makes all the difference. When you choose advanced urgent care from the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, you're choosing an advanced level of urgent care led by Ohio State emergency physicians. We offer walk-in treatment for more serious illnesses and injuries such as broken bones, abdominal pain, and pneumonia, all with shorter wait times and less cost than an emergency department. When your illness or injury can't wait, the choice is clear.
Hi, this is Paul Keels. This Buckeye season, don't let a broken windshield ruin your game plan. Safelite Auto Glass makes it easy to get your windshield fixed with their mobile glass shops all over Central Ohio. They can come to you anywhere, giving Buckeye fans more time for game time. OH? Man, I love that. Schedule at safelite.com. Safelite Auto Glass is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
Always and forever your home of the Buckeyes. Home of the Buckeyes. The Fan. Welcome to Ohio State basketball with Paul Keels and Ron Stokes. Buckeye basketball is brought to you statewide by the American Dairy Association Mideast, State Farm, and by AEP Energy on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield. And brought to you locally by your Central Ohio Toyota dealers on your home of the Buckeyes. Live and local weekday mornings beginning at 6 with Morning Juice on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota, like the family-size Highlander. Now through April 1st, get a new 24 Highlander with 4.75 APR financing, or 5.75 on an electrified Highlander hybrid, or get up to $1,000 APR cash on the new Grand Highlander, depending on model, when financed with approved credit through TFS. Plus, you get 2 years no-cost maintenance. Get details at Toyota.com. Ready, set, go get your Toyota today. Toyota, let's go places.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is a part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is safe and clean for the players every game at the Schottenstein Center. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com. Libman, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey Buckeye Nation, it's Cody McMahon from the Ohio State women's basketball team. Join me on April 14th at Ohio Stadium for the 2024 Ohio State 4-miler presented by Union Home Mortgage. Ohio Beef Council and Raising Cane's all participants will finish on the 50 and receive an official Nike race shirt, race bib, and finisher's medal. For more information on how to sign up for the 2024 Ohio State 4-miler, visit ohiostatefourmiler.com. A portion of the 4-miler proceeds will go to the Buckeye Cruise for Cancer. I'll see you there. Go Bucks.
The Fan. Ohio sports destination.
Our broadcast position is sponsored by Union Home Mortgage, the official home lending sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Learn about their Build Your Payment program at UHM.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 2229. And it's the third round of the NIT. Ohio State 22-12, hosting 19-16 Georgia. Time for our Elk and Elk injury report. All good for Ohio State, given the exception that Scotty Middleton is still not in uniform and not ready to play tonight. He had been away from the team because of a family situation. There's been mixed reports about whether he is back in Columbus or not. He's not available, but Georgia with a notable absence. Jabri Abdur-Rahim, who averages over 12 points, he will miss his 7th straight game because of an ankle injury.
Yeah, that's one that you really heard, Paul, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, that when you have a player of that magnitude that has been an integral part of your team and your rotation, you lose them so late in the year, it's tough to regain and recruit for that. But Georgia, give them credit. They're playing their third game in NIT. They won their last one on the road. They have a chance to do it again here today. They're going to come in, I believe, very confident.
The injury report brought to you by Elk and Elk. Serious fans for Ohio State Athletics. Call 1-800-ELK-OHIO. We saw the other night Ohio State get off to a poor start. They fell into a 7-0 hole. It'd be nice to not repeat that tonight.
Yeah, you don't want to spot too many teams. That type of margin, Paul, to recoup, to come back from. And clearly, if you're Ohio State, you're playing on your home court. To your point, it's supposed to be the other way. You're supposed to send a message to the visiting party, especially as you advance. You're going to play against a better opponent. And Georgia is a team that got off to an incredible start against Wake Forest, and the reason why they won that basketball game. So your Ohio State, be locked in on both ends of the floor.
Georgia is certainly getting a lot of attention for what they've done defensively. In 2 years under head coach Mike White, they are 28-2 when they had kept the opponent under 70 points. So Ohio State will need to be efficient offensively.
Yeah, I read that, Paul. That's a magic number. If you're Ohio State, you got to be over 70 points. Otherwise, the chances are you're not going to defeat Georgia. And you have to give Mike White a lot of credit. He's been successful as a head coach. He took this program the year before. They were 6-26, 1-17 in conference play. So he really had to turn things around. Last season they were 16-16. So you saw the improvement. This year did make the NCAA tournament, but clearly this is a better team than last year.
One of the things that's made Ohio State a better team, especially in the first two NIT games, is the way that Jamison Battle has played. Coming off a double-double, 21 points and 10 rebounds, they certainly will need to lean on him quite a bit.
A coach's dream. A senior, fifth-year player in this case that wants to win. Doesn't matter how many points he scores or whatever. He wants to win and advance. His first time ever experience any type of tournament play, and he is really excited. And more importantly, Paul, he's producing, making shots. And the thing that I love about Jamison Battle is that did make a single three. It's only the second time this year that did not happen, Paul. But he did other things that was equally as important. 10 rebounds, first double-double of the season. Getting to the line as much as he did. Again, a guy that wants to win basketball games.
Absolutely. At stake for the winner, a trip to Indianapolis in the Final Four of the National Invitational Tournament. It's Ohio State and Georgia meeting for only the second time that these schools have ever played. We'll have the starting lineups and the opening tip when we continue from the Value City Arena in Columbus on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Okay, true stories from Huntington customers with Annie.
You're a woman-owned business. You're growing. How does banking fit in?
Huntington feels like a part of our team, and when I got the news that we had gotten into our dream retailer, I said, Huntington is the reason that we can accept this contract. You allowed us to get here. It's something that Morgan and I...
Get more than money from your bank. Welcome to Huntington. Real people compensated for true stories.
The best outcomes for treating cancer come from early detection and early diagnosis.
The James Cancer Diagnostic Center at Ohio State is designed
to provide rapid evaluation and a clear diagnosis.
We are transforming care by giving patients direct access
to cancer experts who study and treat cancer every day.
If you think you have cancer, the choice is clear.
Choose the James Cancer Diagnostic Center.
Always your home for Buckeye basketball.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Your flagship station for Ohio State athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
It's Ohio State and Georgia meeting in the third round of the NIT. Starting lineups tonight brought to you by the American Dairy Association Mideast. A reminder from Ohio's dairy farmers. 8 ounces of delicious chocolate milk has 8 grams of high-quality protein with the power to fuel everyone from elite athletes to weekend warriors. The starting lineup for the Georgia Bulldogs of Mike White in his second year as head coach. That after a period of time as a head coach both at Florida and at Louisiana Tech. Noah Thomason, a 6'4 graduate student from Houston, Texas, and a transfer from Niagara, averages 12.9 and has 58 assists. Silas Demery, a 6'5 freshman from Raleigh, North Carolina, 9.6 points and 86 assists. Blue Kane, 6'5 freshman from Knoxville, Tennessee, 7.3 points. Dylan James, 6'9 freshman from Winter Haven, Florida, 4.2 a game. And Frank Anselm Ibe, a 6'10 senior from Nigeria who is a transfer from Syracuse, averaging 2.1 and making just his second start of the year. So again for Georgia, Noah Thomason, Silas Demery, Blue Kane, Dylan James, and Frank Anselm Ibe. The starting lineup for the Ohio State Buckeyes of head coach Jake Diebler. Ohio State 8-2. Since Jake Diebler has taken over, they have won 8 of their last 10 and 2 in a row. Jamison Battle, 6'7", fifth-year graduate student from Robbinsdale, Minnesota, who's 6 points away from 2,000 in his career, averaging 15.1 points, 5.1 rebounds. Bruce Thornton, 6'2", sophomore from Fairburn, Georgia, averages 15.8 points, 3.6 rebounds, and has 159 assists. Roddy Gale, 6'4" sophomore from Niagara Falls, New York, 13.6 points, 4.6 rebounds. Felix Akpara, 6'11" sophomore from Nigeria, 6.4 points, 6.4 rebounds, and 80 block shots. And Evan Mahaffey, 6'6" sophomore from Cincinnati, Ohio, 4.3 points, 4.3 rebounds, as well as 36 steals for Evan Mahaffey. So the Buckeyes starting five: Jamison Battle, Bruce Thornton, Roddy Gale, Felix Akpara, and Evan Mahaffey. This is only, believe it or not, the second time. By the way, our officials, John Floyd, Alfred Smith, and Andy O'Brien. Thank you, Skip Bosick. This is only the second time that Ohio State and Georgia have met on the basketball court. The first came in 1977. Ohio State lost in overtime to Georgia in the Louisville Holiday Tournament at Freedom Hall in Louisville.
I remember that game.
You do?
Yeah.
Wow.
Darrell Griffith was on that team, I believe, right?
1977. He probably would have been a freshman.
Yeah, I think so.
The Doctors of Dunk under Denny Crum. But certainly there's a lot at stake here for those that are in the NIT tournament. One more win, you get to go to Hinkle Fieldhouse in Indianapolis and play the Final Four. Ohio State would meet the winner of tomorrow's game between Seton Hall and UNLV if they're able to get that far. And that's something, if you're going to be in this tournament, you certainly aspire to get as far as you can go, and that's the landmark.
Yeah, it is, Paul. This is equivalent to the Elite Eight game in the NCAA tournament. You have a chance to advance and win a championship. And I know all these teams would love to be playing in the NCAA, but I think Jake Diebler made a great point. At this juncture of the year, there's only so many teams playing. So take advantage that you're still able to participate and win each game you have an opportunity to play in.
And hopefully Ohio State can take advantage of playing at home. We've seen, and yes, there's a different configuration for the arena for these NIT games, but the first two crowds have been very active, very much into it, and it would appear early on this crowd is very much the same.
Yeah, I mean, clearly, Paul, it's a difference. When you saw the first game and especially the second game on Saturday night, I thought this crowd was really into it. Helped Ohio State, especially as they were making their comeback with that early deficit. So hopefully this crowd could be energetic here tonight as well.
Buckeyes on Saturday beat Virginia Tech 81-73. They also knocked off Cornell in the first round 88-83. We mentioned Georgia with their win over Wake Forest on Sunday. They nearly got beaten at home in the first round. They pulled out a 2-point win over Xavier. That's after they had an earlier 23-point lead against the Musketeers.
You know, when I was watching the Georgia-Wake Forest game, I saw that stat, Paul, and I said that fact. I said, they're about to do it again. I mean, you think about how well they shot the ball in that first half against Wake Forest, and you know, I'm looking at this stat sheet here, Paul. 10 of 17 for beyond the arc in the first half. Clearly the reason why they got the lead, but why they won the game. Wake Forest was only 3 of 22 as compared to 14 of 27. When we talk about how important that three-point arc is, it could be the difference in many games.
Wake Forest also was playing without one of their best players, too, due to injury.
No question, Paul. No question.
Georgia on the court wearing their black uniforms with red and white trim. Ohio State will be wearing their home whites with scarlet and gray trim. Unfortunately, a couple of years ago, we saw these two schools meet in the college football playoff. That game went the wrong way for Ohio State. Georgia won it en route to a second consecutive national championship. But the last game of the year here at the Value City Arena. And it's kind of nice. We talked about Dave Dickerson. He's sitting over there in the stands right next to Jeff Bowles, the head coach at Ohio University, another former Ohio State assistant.
Oh, man.
It'd be nice to be sitting over there to listen to that, wouldn't it?
Yes.
I'm sorry, you couldn't hear me? I
couldn't hear you. So I think I heard what you said. There are a couple of wins between those two assistant coaches in this building, Paul.
Absolutely.
Fantastic guys as well.
So Frank Anselmibe and Felix Akpara in the center circle for the opening tap. The Buckeyes will move to left to right in the first half to get tonight's game started. The NIT third round. Ball in the air, tap controlled by Akpara, but then coming up with the ball is Thomason for Georgia, so the Bulldogs will start the night with a basketball. Demery working high on the right for Georgia, leaves it for Kane, working the right sideline, top of the key to Dylan James, who's guarded by Evan Mahaffey in a man-to-man. Now Anselmibe, right of the foul line. Dribbles once, throws foul line for Thomason. Noah Thomason on the right point. He'll dribble to the foul line on Mahaffey, go down the left side of the lane and throw it away. Throw it wide of his teammate Dylan James and out of bounds.
Solid defense there by Ohio State, and the luxury of having guys that can switch and still defend.
Buckeyes moving left to right, their first possession of the night. Georgia native Bruce Thornton brings it to center circle. Picked up by Demery in a man-to-man. Bounces left point for Evan Mahaffey, where he's guarded by James. Mahaffey dribbles once, top of the key to Battle. He'll bring it around to the left point. Kill his dribble Battle. Now throw it high on the right for Felix Akpara. Gives it right point to Thornton with 10 on the shot clock. Out of a double team, Thornton is fouled. Frank Anselmibe with a body check, his first.
Yeah, he took a hit to one of his thighs as well. Then again, that's vintage defense of what's been going against Bruce Thornton all year. They are definitely having an aggressive defensive set there.
Buckeyes with a new shot clock of 20 and with the ball. No score yet as Thornton will dribble high on the right, working against Demery. Now a double team with Anselmibe. Thornton still dribbling just below center circle, brings it around to the left point. Bump, no whistle. Picks up his dribble, throws it now top of the key to Mahaffey. 6 on the shot clock. Down the left side lane, Mahaffey. Shot blocked, but there's Battle to pick it up and lay it in left to the rim.
Nose for the basketball.
2-0 Ohio State. Georgia with their second possession. 1 minute into the game. Silas Demery on the right point. Bulldogs gets it top of the key for Anselmibe. Off to Kane now on the left point. Kane will dribble left wing, shoot a 3 off the bounce. Blue Kane in and out. Tip dunk. Anselmibe right at the rim.
Yeah, Felix Akpara lost connection to his man.
Frank Anselmibe ties the game at 2. Minute and a half into the game. Mahaffey below center circle, leaves it high on the left sideline for Roddy Gale. Back to Mahaffey in the left corner. Dribbles into the lane, throws right wing Thornton. Snaps off an open 3. No good Thornton. Kane rebounds Georgia. Game tied at 2, a minute and a half into it. And now Noah Thomason brings the middle of the floor. Dribbles down the right side of the lane. Stops right to the foul line. Foul line pass Anselmibe. He'll leave it Kane right of the circle. Pumps up a 3 right of the key. No good Kane. Battle rebounds Ohio State with the game locked at 2. 2 minutes into the game. Bruce Thornton up the left side, lobs at the basket. Akpara one-hand dunk right of the rim.
That's called elevation, Paul Keels.
Felix Akpara went up with one hand and jammed it in right of the rim to give Ohio State a 4-2 lead. And now Frank Anselmibe with it. Georgia feeds it on the right point. Noah Thomason. He'll dribble right wing, throw a 3. No good. Thomason. Akpara rebounds Ohio State, who leads at 4-2. 3 minutes, 17:47 on the clock, first half. Thornton, top of the key to Akpara. He'll shoot a straight-on open 3. No good off the flange. Anselmibe rebounds for Georgia. 5-2 Ohio State. 17 and a half to play in the half. Noah Thomason starting at high on the right. Gets a screen. Now stops on the right point. Top of the key to Dylan James. Leaves it Blue Kane on the left point. He'll throw a 3 and he hit it.
He can shoot that ball from long range, Paul. 10 double-figure games this season so far.
And 2 threes on Sunday for Blue Kane. 5-4 Georgia on top by 1. 3 minutes into the game. Mahaffey leaves it right point Thornton, Ohio State. Back to Mahaffey on the right block. Dribbles into the paint. Shoots below the foul line. Scores. Evan Mahaffey.
Wow, you think about that, Paul. The first made field goal in the last 4 games, including this one.
Wow, 6-5. Ohio State by 1. Georgia quickly on the attack. Demery driving to the right baseline. Gets under the rim. He's in trouble. Demery, long count in the lane with no whistle. Demery now left wing to Thomason. He'll dribble on the left point. About 7 seconds he was in the lane. Thomason left to the key for Georgia. Dribbles on Gale. Pushes at foul line. Spins, dribbles, shoots it at the stripe. Thomason up and in. Noah Thomason.
Should not have 2 points there.
No, they should not. 7-6. Georgia by 1. Under 17 to play in the half. Thornton, Ohio State, top of the key. Mahaffey brings it to left point. Jamison Battle back to Mahaffey in the left corner. Drives the lane, top of the key. Gale throws a long 3. No good, Gale. Rebound Thomason, Georgia. 7-6 Bulldogs. 16 and a half left of the half. Noah Thomason will dribble between the circles on Roddy Gale. Thomason out to the right point. Now stops his dribble, throws in a lane. Anselmibe layup, but no good left of the rim. Akpara rebounds Ohio State, who trails by 1, 7-6. Thornton up the right side. 4 minutes into the game. Bruce Thornton on the right point, dribbling on Silas Demery of Georgia. Thornton for the Buckeyes, ride to the key, still dribbling, brings the top of the circle into a double team. Thornton now down the left side of the lane, stops, goes to Mahaffey, head of the key. Mahaffey left alone, dribbles to the foul line, gets it right point, Battle, 10 on the shot clock. Battle on the right wing, nearly lost, saves it on the right point, 7 on the shot clock. Battle right corner, shoots a fadeaway, Battle up, no good. Rebound Demery for Georgia, who leads 7-6. Under 16 to play in the half. Silas Demery, freshman, brings it head of the key, Georgia. Now dribbling to the foul line is Demery. Lobs to the basket, Anselmibe catches now under the rim. Goes to shoot from low on the left. Couple of fakes, shot up, and good. Frank Anselmibe.
He gathered, was able to elevate over Felix Akpara.
4 points, Frank Anselmibe. 9-6 Georgia. 15 and a half to play first half here in Columbus. Ohio State's Bruce Thornton throws right wing Battle, fakes a 3, drives the right baseline, gets to the hoop and lays it in right to the rim.
Thomason came out aggressively, chasing him off that 3 ball.
4 for Battle. Kane the other way, quickly driving low on the right. Georgia layup good, and he is fouled. Basket counts. Thornton the foul. Kane will have the basket, and we'll have a free throw coming following a timeout. Buckeye basketball brought to you in part by Encova Insurance, a proud sponsor of Ohio State athletics. Foul on Thornton, basket by Kane, and Georgia's lead is 9-8 with a free throw coming for the Bulldogs. 15-16 left in the half on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint With their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind or grab a carryout. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizza, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Sometimes you just need a little time for you, or better yet, you and a pizza, like a delicious Donato's cauliflower crust pizza, a golden, crispy crust loaded with your choice of toppings, or get any Donato's signature pizza on cauliflower crust, like chicken spinach mozzarella. Create your perfect cauliflower crust escape today and get $3 off any order of $15 or more using promo code PIZZA. Order now at donatos.com.
Every game, every season, Buckeye Nation comes together to support Ohio State basketball. The Buckeyes make their fans proud by giving it their all on the court. Their hard work, determination, and resilience embody what our state is all about. Every client, every day, Elk & Elk works tirelessly to support the great people of Ohio. A consistent winner in the courtroom, we get injury victims the compensation they deserve. Call 1-800-ELK-OHIO. Elk & Elk, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Your home for Ohio State Athletics, The Fan.
Coors Light Mountain Cold Refreshment, made to chill, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Celebrate responsibly. 15-16 to play first half in Columbus. Georgia leads Ohio State by a score of 11-8.
Yeah, give Georgia credit for their defense. I think they've done a really good job on Ohio State's backcourt. I talked about the aggressive double team off the hedge by Georgia when Ohio State's trying to get that ball screen involving Bruce Thornton. Bruce and Roddy Gale are 0 for 1 from the field, respectively, both for three-point shot attempts. Ohio State is only shooting 44% from the field as compared to Georgia's 56%.
Well, Georgia just got a basket from Blue Kane on a driving layup. He was fouled by Bruce Thornton, but Blue Kane went off the end of the floor and ran into one of the still photographers there at the end of the floor, and it looked like he had to draw a little medical attention.
Yeah, I think he's going to be okay, but he definitely took a good hit there. Got Ohio State sleeping there a bit.
After a made basket.
Yep, and transition.
So Blue Kane, right off the bat, has given Georgia 5 points. Another of their very talented freshmen that Mike White has been working.
You know, what's interesting with Georgia, and you talked about this, Paul, they flew directly from Wake Forest to Columbus, Ohio. So you think about all the things they had to deal with. They won the ball game. And then they had to travel here, basically a one-game prep for Ohio State, and give them credit for coming out and having a fantastic start for them.
Yeah, they spent the night in Winston-Salem Sunday night after that win. Devin Royal and Zed Key have checked into the Ohio State lineup, joining Roddy Gale, Bruce Thornton, and Jamison Battle. Thornton committed the foul. His first, the Bulldogs with a couple of changes. Also, Jalen DeLoach has checked into the game, a 6'9 junior. And also coming in is Justin Hill, who had a big 21-point game on Sunday. Blue Kane is at the line, a 62% free throw shooter. Averages 7.3 a game, and he'll be trying for an old-fashioned three-point play, as his team has an 11-8 lead. Kane had 8 points in the win Sunday at Wake Forest. Looks like he's okay after the collision with the camera. Sticks the free throw for his 6-point. And Georgia with a 12-8 advantage. Ohio State with the ball 5 minutes into the game. Bruce Thornton slowly up the left side where he's picked up by Hill. Top of the key to Zed Key. Brings it right point Roddy Gale, who's guarded in a double team. Throws in the right corner to Devin Royal. Freshman Devin Royal, couple of dribbles, goes left corner to Battle. Dumps it down on the left block for Zed Key with 14 of the shot clock. Key working on Chua, who has just teched in. Russell Chua, 9 of the shot clock. Ball to Gale right of the foul line. 7 of the shot clock. Gale dribbles top of the key against a double team. Throws in a lane through the hands of Royal and out of bounds. Buckeyes turn it over.
Yeah, again, solid defense by Georgia. And Zed Key having to go against bigger Chua inside, who's at, what is he, 7 foot, 275?
Yes.
Oh, my.
A graduate student out of Cameroon who did not play Sunday due to illness. Georgia with the ball in a 12-8 lead. Hill holding at top of the key has picked up his dribble, leaves it Chua, head of the circle. Guarded by Zed Key as Russell Chua. Now goes back to Justin Hill with the ball, working high on the right sideline. 10 on the shot clock. Hill will dump it in the right corner. Dylan James, 8 on the shot clock. James on Royal, trying to get into the lane for the right, but a foul call.
That's a tough one there. Devin Royal played pretty good defense up to that last second. You reach and actually bailed out the offensive player. Only 8 seconds left on the shot clock.
Second foul of the half on Ohio State. So Georgia will re-enter the ball with a new 20 on the shot clock, leading 12-8. 14:25 left of the game. Justin Hill right of the backboard to inbound for the Bulldogs. Hill handed the ball with Gale right in front of him. Hill looking all over, throws it on the right wing. Chua back to Hill on the right flank. Hill will dribble high on the right sideline against Roddy Gale. 15 of the shot clock. It's a Chua in the right corner. Russell Chua will throw it. Kane on the right point, dribbles into the lane for the right, throws it down to the left block where it's caught, and a foul called it's traveling called on Jalen DeLoach as he tried to get in the air.
I thought they were going to call a foul as well, Paul.
And now a former Big Ten opponent, R.J. Melendez, will check in for Georgia. He used to be a Fighting Illini player. He replaces Blue Kane.
Yeah, part of two back-to-back NCAA teams while at Illinois, Paul.
12-8, Ron, is the Georgia lead. Ohio State the ball. 14:09 to play first half. Thornton between the rings, working on Hill. Thornton for the Buckeyes, dribbling with the right hand. Out throws left point, Jamison Battle, dribbling on Melendez's Battle. Brings it now right left to the key, throws it high on the right to Thornton. 14 of the shot clock. Thornton dribbling on Hill, still dribbling high on the right, 10 of the shot clock. Thornton jump stops right of the paint, turns, shoots right at the foul line, no good. Rebound Chua for Georgia, who leads at 12-8. 13:45 left in the half. And working with the basketball, DeMary dribbles down the left side of the lane. Silas DeMary gets under the backboard on the right side, takes it to the right corner as he's covered by Zed Key on the right wing, throws to Melendez, left point, fakes the three, goes into the lane from the left, scoops it up. Melendez misses. Battle rebounds Ohio State. 12-8 Buckeyes trailing. 13:27 left in the half. Gale driving right sideline. Shut off on the right block. Roddy Gale. Gale now back into the lane. Bounces underneath Key, who dribbles, fakes, goes to shoot. No good from low on the right. Offensive rebound Royal. Royal triple team, brings it out, shoots at the foul line. No good. Devin Royal. Rebound is fought for. Hill taps it to Chua, but a foul on Zed Key, who probably should have been called for one a few minutes ago.
I agree. You're Zed Key. You get great first effort there. Turn and go the other way.
Just fly swatting after the ball. His first foul.
Yeah, the Buckeyes backcourt continues to struggle. Roddy Gale 0-1, Bruce Thornton 0-2.
Dale Bonner will enter that backcourt.
Who's been solid.
He's replacing Roddy Gale, and coming back in Noah Thomason for Georgia. 12-8 Bulldogs the lead in the ball with 13:08 left in the half. Justin Hill will dribble on the left point. Now give it top of the key for Russell Chua. Walks it right to the foul line. Hands it off now. Thomason, who slips to the foul line. Thomason steps back, shoots a three, head of the key. Got it. 5 for Noah Thomason. And it ups Georgia's lead to 15-8. With under 13 to play in the first half here in Columbus. Devin Royal leaves it right point. Jamison Battle, Ohio State passes high and left to Zed Key. Off on the left point to Bonner, who dribbles around to the head of the circle. Right point to Thornton. Dumps it underneath, poked away from Royal and stolen by Melendez of Georgia. Now gives it DeLoach. Feeds it on the right point where Thomason flings another three. No good with the left hand. Rebound Thornton, Ohio State. 15-8 Buckeyes trailing. Thornton up the right side. Dribbles right at the foul line with 12.5 to play in the half. Right corner to Royal. Shoots an open three. No good. Royal. Long rebound. Melendez, Georgia. And he loses the ball at center circle. Bonner dives and comes up with it for Ohio State. Throws it behind him to Thornton, who's knocked over, but the ball saved to Battle. Brings it to the right point. Jamison Battle for Ohio State, who trails 15-8. Feeds in the lane. Devin Royal bumped while scoring from left to the rim. Basket is good for Devin Royal. Foul on Chua. Devin Royal will get a free throw.
Yeah, Chua kind of was off balance, but give Devin Royal a lot of credit. Caught it, was somewhat off balance. Ball went up and took the hit and put it in.
It's a 15-10 Georgia lead, but going to the free throw line after scoring his first 2 points will be Devin Royal for Ohio State.
Turn of events. Georgia's going one way, and then it goes off someone's leg, and Ohio State very fortunate there. That's a 5-point turnaround potentially.
Yep. Roddy Gale, Tayson Chapman into the Buckeye lineup, replacing Thornton and Battle. Devin Royal coming off a 5-point game Saturday night in the win over Virginia Tech. 6'6" freshman from Pickerington Central scores his free throw for a 3-point play. But the Buckeyes still trailing 15-11. A little more than 12 minutes to play. First half here at the Value City Arena. Justin Hill, Georgia, bounces right of the foul line for Russell Chua. Chua has it knocked away by Zed Key. Chua saves it below center circle. Now he's tight in a spot, gives it off to Hill, dribbling on the right sideline. Hill stops on the right point. 13 of the shot clock. Hill loses, but saves it in front of the Ohio State bench on the right side of the floor. 9 of the shot clock for Hill. Hill right of the foul line, pumps up a long shot, air ball, caught into the lid by Gale of Ohio State, who leads the break up the right side with the Buckeyes trailing 15-11. Down the right lane line, Gale throws a shot up, misses, but he is fouled. And Roddy Gale will go to the free throw line. We have a timeout with 11:38 left in the half. Georgia on top 15-11 on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Ready?
It doesn't matter if you're playing hard or working hard. Your workout only works out if you recover right. Chocolate milk helps you recover for what comes next. It's delicious and contains the right mix of protein and carbs to help refuel exhausted muscles. From biking to bench presses, Milk's protein helps you build lean muscle and gain more from your workouts.
Ready? Recover. Repeat. Brought to you by the American Dairy Association Mideast, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hi, this is Paul Keels. This Buckeye season, don't let a broken windshield ruin your game plan. Safelite Auto Glass makes it easy to get your windshield fixed with their mobile glass shops all over Central Ohio. They can come to you anywhere, giving Buckeye fans more time for game time. OH? Man, I love that. Schedule at Safelite.com. Safelite Auto Glass is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Safelite repair, Safelite replace.
The best outcomes for treating cancer come from early detection and early diagnosis.
The James Cancer Diagnostic Center at Ohio State is designed
to provide rapid evaluation and a clear diagnosis.
We are transforming care by giving patients direct access
To cancer experts who study and treat cancer every day.
If you think you have cancer, the choice is clear.
Choose the James Cancer Diagnostic Center.
Your home of the Buckeyes. The Fan.
The Roosters Foundation helps raise over $1 million each year for local charities and organizations and is the official wing sponsor of your Ohio State Buckeyes. The Roosters Foundation donated $25 for every foul shot the Buckeyes made at home this season, totaling $6,375 to BAM, Beyond Ability Matters. BAM provides kids and young adults with neurological disabilities the opportunity to live their best lives. 11:38 to play first half here in Columbus. Georgia has a 15-11 lead over Ohio State.
You can kind of sense the crowd wants something to cheer for.
They do.
Yeah, some pretty good defense here of late for Ohio State. Georgia's been, their shooting percentage was over 56 at one point. Now it's down to 46. The problem, Ohio State is below that number. They're 5 of 14 for 36%.
And 0 for 4 from three-point range.
They got to get it going. I like the transition there. Solid defense on to our left, and then going down the other way. Roddy Gale using his quickness, getting to the rack, and will come out of this timeout to shoot 2 free throws.
Yes, Jalen DeLoach was called for the foul, and that is the third in the half against Georgia. And we know how well Ohio State executed the other night at the free throw line against Virginia Tech, 29 for 32.
Yeah, I was about to say, Paul, got there 32 times as compared to tonight. This will be their second and third free throw attempt.
And the
got a ways to go.
Yes, and the guy that really cashed in was Jamison Battle, who had a career high 17 of 18 at the foul line.
He was big. So many different areas. Paul talked about his first double-double. He got it done.
Tayson Chapman, Zed Key, Dale Bonner, Devin Royal, and Roddy Gale for Ohio State. As Gale will be at the free throw line, R.J. Melendez, Justin Hill, Noah Thomason, Russell Chiwa, and Frank Anselmibe, the 5 for Georgia. Roddy Gale looking for his first points of the night. Sophomore out of Niagara Falls has his first one with a free throw.
Yeah, had to practice a few times with an Anselm Ibe. Yeah, it's a few syllables there, Paul.
Yes, there are. All of them. Second free throw for Roddy Gale, up and in. So he's got 2 at the line. Ohio State trailing 15-13 to Georgia. With 11:35 to play in the half, Justin Hill, a sophomore out of Houston, will bring the ball below center circle for Georgia. Now drifts over to the left point with his dribble. Stops, throws it on the right point. Where handling it is Dylan James. Hit over right to the foul line. James on Royal. Bounce to the right corner to Anselmibe. 12 on the shot clock. Pass comes out now to Thomason, working in the right wing. Thomason, 8 on the shot clock. Still dribbling in the right wing against Chapman. Gives it right to the key to James, and he travels.
Yeah, the little things, Paul. Georgia came out of that timeout as Jamison Battle comes in the game for Devin Royal. They came out for a set play for an alley-oop. Ohio State was locked in, took that action away, took the second one, and the third action led to a turnover.
Jamison Battle in for the Buckeyes, who trail by a couple, 15-13. 11-11 to play first half. Dale Bonner, fifth-year senior, will dribble to the left point into a double team. Now out of it, he'll throw it below center circle to Roddy Gale. Gale covered by Melendez, drives down the right side of the lane, goes left corner. Chapman fakes a 3, dribble, shoots a 2 in the left corner. Got it, Chapman.
James slowing down. Guy was chased off the lane, did not lose his composure there.
And he ties the game on at 15 apiece. The freshman from Minneapolis, Tayson Chapman. Under 11 to play in the half. Melendez for Georgia has it left to right of center circle. Gives it middle of the floor. Thomason now high on the right to Ansel Amibe, who's guarded by Key. Syracuse transfer, feeds it between the rings. Thomason, who spins, dribbles to the left point. Thomason, 10 on the shot clock. Steps right to the foul line. Right wing, it goes to Hill. Drives the right side of the lane. Hill turns, shoots a fadeaway right of the paint. No good. Rebound Key. Ohio State in a tie game at 15. Flow comes to Chapman up the right sideline. 10:22 left in the half. Top of the key battle. Jab stepping on James. Gives it right point. Tayson Chapman. Chapman dribbling high on the right against James. Chapman now gives it up on the right point. Deflected by Melendez, who comes up with a steal. Drives down the middle of the lane, and he lays it in. First two for R.J. Melendez and Georgia in front 17-15. Gale speeds up court. Now the ball to battle. Head of the key. Steps to the right point. Throws in the middle of the lane where Zedkey has a shot blocked by James into the hand of Thomason of Georgia, who leads at 17-15. Handling the ball now is Thomason. Dribbling into the lane for the right. Spins, turns, shoots right corner. Banks it in.
High degree of difficulty there on that shot, Paul.
7 run for Noah Thomason. 19-15 Georgia. 9:40 to play in the half. Chapman left point. Feeds it battle low on the left. Bank shot falls for Jamison. Battle on a quick feed from Chapman.
Yeah, Chapman just read it perfectly, Paul.
6 points run for Jamison. Battle 19-17. Buckeyes down a couple. 9.5 left in the half. Justin Hill, Georgia at center circle. Guarded by Tayson Chapman of Ohio State in the man-to-man. Hill to the right point behind the screen to the foul line. Gives it now high on the left. Dylan James drives the left lane line. Stops to shoot. Got it, James.
Yeah, pretty good defense by Jamison Battle, but just better offense by James.
Who gets his first two, and it's 21-17 Georgia. 9:10 left in the half. Ball to Dale Bonner on the right point. Guarded by the taller Dylan James as Dale Bonner. Feeds it below center circle. Roddy Gale. Gale now gives it up high on the left. Chapman to Gale on the right point. Fakes a three. Dribbles and loses the basketball, but then Ansel Amibe had a hand on it, knocking it out of bounds. Buckeyes will keep it up front.
Yeah, they're very fortunate. That should have been a turnover.
Absolutely. 13 on the shot clock. Blue Kane and Silas Demery back in for Georgia. Felix Okpara returning for Ohio State, who trails 21-17. Under 9 to play in the half. Dale Bonner right of the backboard out of Shaker Heights, Ohio, will inbound it for Ohio State with 13. The shot clock goes right corner. Okpara, right point to battle. Top of the key to Gale. Gives it left point. Chapman bobbles it off his head and loses to Kane, who drives down the right side to the hoop. Kane layup, no good. The rebound comes off now. Thomason in the lane, Georgia to Ansel Amibe from low and left, fouled by Battle. As Ansel Amibe missed the shot, Jamison Battle with his first foul.
Yeah, the difficult thing here for Tayson Chapman, the young man has just really been hurt here early in the year, missed a lot of games, Paul. He is just starting to understand what it takes to play at this level. He's very talented. I think he has a bright future. Just a couple of miscues here. He had some really good positive plays, but 2 turnovers led to productivity here for Georgia.
And 4 team fouls in the half on Ohio State. Frank Anselm Ebe, free throw, no good. A 66% foul shooter. Tayson Chapman out, Bruce Thornton in for Ohio State, who trails 21-17. 8:46 left in the half. Ansel Amibe was part of the Syracuse team that went to the Sweet 16. Second free throw, no good, and Okpara rebounds the miss for Ohio State. 21-17, Buckeyes trailing and with the ball. 8:40 left in the half. Okpara top of the key, dishes right point. Roddy Gale knocked away, but then Blue Kane, who had the knockaway, tried to get a steal but stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, the freshman continues to show that he's going to be valuable here for Georgia.
Yeah.
He's got some skill sets.
Good read on those passes.
Yes, he has.
21-17, Georgia the lead. Ohio State the ball. 21 on the shot clock. 8:37 left in the first half. Dale Bonner inbounds to Bruce Thornton, right of center circle for Ohio State. Now dribbling between the rings, throws it left to the foul line, Okpara. One bounce Felix, right point returns Thornton, who dribbles to the foul line, stops, lobs to the basket. Okpara dunks on the alley-oop from right of the rim. 4 for Big Felix, and Ohio State trailing 21-19. Georgia, Silas Demery quickly up the right sideline with 8:18 to play in the half. Demery, foul line, down the lane. Demery tied up by Thornton, ball knocked away, out of bounds off the Buckeyes. Georgia will keep it up front.
Yeah, solid defense there by Bruce Thornton. Never gave up on the play, stayed in front of the offensive drive.
20 on the shot clock for the Bulldogs, so we'll inbound from left to the backboard, leading 21-19. Silas Demery left to the board to throw it in. Demery looking, people going into their motions, gives it Ansel Amibe, left wing, back to Demery in the left corner. He'll dribble inside the three-point line in the left corner, Demery. Bring it to the left wing. Demery bumping into the lane on Thornton, and a foul called. Offensive foul on Demery as he used the shoulder to bump into Bruce Thornton.
Yeah, both guards going at it, Paul.
Like it's 3rd and 7, yeah.
You gotta love it.
First foul on Demery, Georgia now with 4 team fouls in the half.
Who said this wasn't a physical game?
Somebody who never played it at this level.
My.
8:05 left in the half. Buckeyes the ball, but trailing 21-19. Here at the Value City Arena, last home game. Georgia zone defense. Ball goes to Thornton, high on the right. Thornton pass the top of the key. Jamison Battle. Backer to go to Thornton on the right point. Thornton holds it over his head, goes right corner to Dale Bonner. He'll return it to Thornton, high on the left. Fakes a three, dribbles, goes to Bonner, right point. He'll throw a three, no good. Rebound comes off now to James of Georgia, who leads at 21-19. Blue Kane drifts up the middle of the floor. Kane down the right side of the lane. Stops in the right corner. Kane throws top of the key where Thomason will launch a three. Off target. Rebound in the lane. Ansem Ebe. Jump hook thrown up. No good. Battle cleans the window for Ohio State, who trails 21-19. 7.5 left in the half. Battle on the right point. Slows down. Goes to Bonner in the right wing. Bonner will dribble to the foul line. Go down the lane. Throw left wing Roddy Gale. Gale with 19 of the shot clock. Walks it to the left point. Gale for Ohio State, left of the key on Thomason. Gale trying to back into the lane for left. Top of the key to Battle. Fakes the three. Battle dribbles right point, right wing to Thornton. 9 on the shot clock. Thornton slides to the foul line. Steps back. Shoots it head of the key for 2. Up, no good. Tip, no good. Akpara right of the rim. Kane rebounds Georgia, who leads at 21-19. Under 7 to play in the half. Kane in a hurry to the head of the key. Right point gives it up Thomason. Thomason will dribble right of the circle. Throw another three. In and out. Battle rebounds Ohio State. 21-19 Georgia, under 7 to play. Quick three in the air, left point. Gale, no good. Ohio State. Rebound Demery, Georgia, who leads at 21-19.
Buckeyes 0 of 6 from long range, Paul.
Demery into the lane run, fouled on his drive into the paint. Looks like it is Jamison Battle who will be called for the foul, and we'll get a timeout. 6:37 to play in the half. Georgia 21, Ohio State 19 on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota, like the family-size Highlander. Now through April 1st, get a new 24 Highlander with 4.75 APR financing, or 5.75 on an electrified Highlander hybrid, or get up to $1,000 APR cash on the new Grand Highlander, depending on model, when financed with approved credit through TFS. Plus, you get 2 years no-cost maintenance. Get details at Toyota.com. Ready, set, go get your Toyota today. Toyota, let's go places.
There's nothing better than watching the big game with your friends. At Logan AC and Heat Services, we're ready to get you ready. Game day ready. With same-day estimates, next-day installation, and 0% APR financing for 60 months. We'll keep you comfy all season long. For fast, friendly service, choose Logan Services, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
For more than 35 years, Hyde Park Prime Steakhouse has been known by Buckeye Nation as serving the best steaks in the city. Our thick-cut, aged steaks have been a staple in Columbus with 3 locations, in Upper Arlington, Dublin, and downtown. Hyde Park is proud to introduce our newly added wine room at the downtown Columbus location, where a new elegance in dining will surround you. And coupled with live entertainment every weekend, Hyde Park will be the perfect setting for any occasion or the perfect night out. Hyde Park is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Go Bucks!
The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Welcome back to our UHM broadcast position, sponsored by Union Home Mortgage, the official home lending sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Learn about their Build Your Payment program at UHM.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 2229. 6:37 to play until halftime here in Columbus. Georgia 21, Ohio State 19.
Yeah, we're basically almost 14 minutes in. No Buckeye blocks so far in this ball game.
No 3-point shots either.
No, that doesn't help. I know. Again, give Georgia credit. They're doing a great job kind of disguising their man-to-man, like they're showing zone. They're going back to man and clearly causing Ohio State to lose some precious seconds off that shot clock. But if you're Ohio State, you got to get that offense going. 0 of 6 from beyond the long range. As you mentioned, Paul, 8 of 22 from the regular field. Just some tough numbers, but give Georgia Bulldogs a lot of credit.
This is a team that averages defensively, holding opponents to 32% from three-point range and 43% overall.
Well, as you said at the opening, 28-2 when they hold opponents under 70 points. And this is not on pace for Ohio State to get 70 with 19 so far in this game.
The Buckeyes out of the timeout. They have Bruce Thornton, Jamison Battle, Evan Mahaffey, Dale Bonner, and Roddy Gale on the court. As Ohio State's trying to get win number 23 and a win that would be their 3rd in a row for Georgia. Jalen Deloach, Silas Demery, Russell Chiwa, Justin Hill, and Blue Kane are on the court. Bulldogs will have the ball with 25 seconds on the shot clock, and they own a lead of 21-19. Jalen Deloach, a 6'9 junior who transferred from VCU to Georgia, will inbound the ball on the left sideline for the Bulldogs. Deloach handed the ball, gets to Justin Hill at center circle. Hill picked up by Dale Bonner. Hill dribbling, cuts to the left point, goes down the left lane line, shoots from low on the left and banks it in. First two for Justin Hill. Got that one easy. 23-19 Georgia. 6:23 left in the first half. Bruce Thornton, Ohio State, dribbling right of center circle. Demery guards him in a man-to-man. Thornton passes below center circle left side to Gale. Back to Thornton on the left point. Snaps off a three over Kane and drills it.
He was due.
First three of the game, Bruce Thornton. Buckeyes down a point, 23-22. 6 minutes to play, first half. Justin Hill, Georgia, dribbles high on the left on Battle. Hill will now bounce at top of the key where Deloach has it. Throws in a lane right to Evan Mahaffey of Ohio State. Mahaffey to Bonner. Driving layup, no good. Low on the left, Dale Bonner. Rebound out to Hill for Georgia. Hill will push it up the right sideline with the Bulldogs leading 23-22. Then a pass that's thrown away by Hill of the Bulldogs. Turnover to Ohio State.
Actually, it was a crossover gone wrong. It wasn't a pass ball.
Wow.
I know. He wish it was a pass.
I'm sure he does. Felix Akpara in, Dale Bonner out for Ohio State, who gets the ball back and is fortunate to be trailing by a point, 23-22.
Cross it over. It's supposed to go into your left
hand. Into the other hand. Okay. That's why I thought it was a pass. 5:40 to play in the half. Buckeyes the ball down a point. 23-22. Bruce Thornton left of center circle. Gives it top of the key to Felix Akpara. Feeds it right point, Roddy Gale. Gale in a double team as it poked away, but it's saved by Mahaffey right to the lane. Back on the right point, Gale. Drives, lobs, and it's dunked right to the rim again by Akpara.
High percentage shot attempts.
6 for Felix Akpara. 24-23. Buckeyes by 1. Great feed by Roddy Gale. 5:15 left in the half. Demery, right point dribbling for Georgia. Gives it to Kane. Working top of the key. Pumps up a deep three off the bounce. No good. Battle cleans the window. Ohio State, who leads at 24-23. Thornton to Battle left point. Snaps off a three. Battle. Bullseye. 9 for Jamison Battle. 27-23 Ohio State. With 4:55 to play in the half. Florida's Mike White, their head coach, wants a timeout, but Jamison Battle knocks in his 348th career three-pointer to give Ohio State a 27-23 lead. It's a new season at Kohl's with everyday styles at great prices. You can get more of what you want for less. Buy go-tos for going everywhere and perfect picks for your home. Shop Kohl's and Kohl's.com today.
Ohio State goes on an 8-0 run here, Paul, thanks to some stellar defense and some outstanding shooting. Started with Bruce Thornton knocking down a three ball, and then here the last possession, Ohio State in transition, and Jamison Battle got free and knocked it down as well, forcing Georgia to call a timeout.
And you talked about it Saturday night. Jamison Battle 0 for 5 from three-point range. He had only 2 made field goals, but finished with 21 points.
He's 4 or 5. I mean, the way he is playing right now, already garnered 6 rebounds. I'm telling you, Paul, you love having seniors who want to win basketball games and also having a little talent as well.
Doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt at all.
And playing in the postseason for the first time in his career, Jamison Battle.
You're happy for the young man.
27-23, Ohio State the lead. Georgia the basketball. Bulldogs will have it in their forecourt with under 5 to play in the half. The inbound Silas Demery. Dribbles it now, middle of the floor, just below the Block O logo. Picked up by Mahaffey, head of the key. Bounces right to the foul line to Deloach. Jalen Deloach hands it off Kane. Dribbles top of the circle. Left point pass to Hill. Justin Hill goes foul line on Gale. Down the lane, shot up low on the right. Good, Justin Hill.
Outstanding play. He saw Felix Akpara coming over.
4 for Hill, and it's a 27-25 Ohio State lead of a couple. 4.5 left in the half. Bruce Thornton below center circle. Ohio State gives it up right point. Jamison Battle, who's guarded by Melendez. Battle holding at the left tip, top of the key to Akpara. To dribble, return at Battle on the right point. Battle now brings it top of the key. Stops, lobs at the basket, and there's Akpara to dunk it again.
Is that fourth? His fourth dunk?
At least. 8
at least.
For Akpara. 29-25 Ohio State. 4:10 left in the half. Demery, Georgia, top of the key to Deloach, who's guarded by Akpara. Deloach holding, dribbles left of the line, leaves the left point Kane, who brings the top of the circle. Gives the left wing to Hill, who jumps up a three. No good. Rebound Mahaffey, Ohio State. 29-25 Buckeyes on top, under 4 to play in the half. Top of the key, Evan Mahaffey with the ball. Gives it up left point, Roddy Gale. Gale throws in the left corner. Battle shoots another three short. Rebound is on the floor and loose and picked up by Deloach of Georgia. 29-25, Ohio State. Silas Demery up the right sideline, Bulldogs. 3:40 left in the half. Demery driving all the way to the hoop, shoots from low on the right block and puts it in over Akpara.
Yeah, again, shooting over Akpara. Just great shot attempts against a good defensive player, Felix Akpara.
First two for Silas Demery. 29-27, Ohio State by 2 with 3:25 left in the tight first half. Thornton, Buckeyes, right of center circle, right point to Roddy Gale. Roddy Gale will now slide top of the key, curl around to the left point. Gale stops, gives it up, left of the line. Mahaffey lobs underneath Akpara, poked out of his hands and tipped away and taken away by Blue Cane of Georgia, who trails 29-27. Ball now, Hill gives it right wing Melendez, dumps in the right corner. Demery back to Melendez, right point, top of the key. Hill dribbles, throws underneath where Deloach is open to dunk it right at the rim. First two, Jalen Deloach to tie the game at 29.
Last time, Georgia was in a solid zone.
Okay. Under 3 to play in the half. Thornton, center circle, Ohio State. Bruce Thornton throws foul line, Mahaffey. He'll dribble, go down the left side of the lane, spin, middle of the lane, shot up, no good with the right hand. Kane rebounds Georgia. Game tied at 29. 2:38 to play in the half. Blue Cane below center circle, gives it on the right point, Silas Demery for Georgia. Demery will walk it up near center circle, but still on the right side of the floor. Bounces top of the key, where Dylan Deloach has it against Akpara. 14 of the shot clock. Ball to Kane, right point. Dribbles foul line, goes down the lane, shoots and misses from under the rim. Rebound battle, Ohio State in the tie game at 29. Throw to Gale, low on the right, in the air, shot up good. Roddy Gale, right of the rim.
Officials are allowing them to play a lot of contacts on both ends.
4 for Roddy Gale. They sure are, Ron. 31-29, Ohio State back in front.
At least they're consistent.
Consistent, yeah. Letting them play like they're over at the horseshoe. 2 minutes to play here in the half. Justin Hill below center circle. Georgia with the ball on Roddy Gale. Hill will now dribble to the foul line. Hill stops, fakes, leans, passes on the right point. Melendez, who arches up a 3, got it.
Yeah, that's just great offense there by Justin Hill, sucking in all the Buckeyes defense and kicking it to a wide open Melendez,
who's got 5 points. 32-31, Georgia by 1. With a minute 40 to play. Zone, it looks like Bulldogs. Battle top of the key, Buckeyes. Gives it below center circle, Gale. Foul line, Mahaffey. Down the lane, under to Akpara. Another dunk left of the rim.
I think all 5 of his field goals have been dunked.
I think you're right. 10 for Felix Akpara. 33-32, Ohio State by 1. Minute 20 to play until the halftime. Silas Demery, top of the key. Dribbles right point, and he's grabbed and fouled by Evan Mahaffey. His first, and we'll get a timeout. With a minute 16 left until halftime, 33-32. Ohio State ahead of Georgia by 1 on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Ready? It doesn't matter if you're playing hard or working hard. Your workout only works out if you recover right. Chocolate milk helps you recover for what comes next. It's delicious and contains the right mix of protein and carbs to help refuel exhausted muscles. From biking to bench presses, Milk's protein helps you build lean muscle and gain more from your workouts.
Ready? Recover. Repeat. Brought to you by the American Dairy Association Mideast, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Celebrate game day your way at Giant Eagle and Market District with fresh, ready-to-eat prepared foods like our best-in-town fried chicken, everyday savings from Giant Eagle brand products, and quality you can feel good about from Nature's Basket. It's easy for Buckeye fans to enjoy an unbeatable game day with friends and family. Everyone wins with game day food from Giant Eagle, a proud sponsor of Ohio State University Athletics. Go Bucks!
Soy has been keeping secrets, and it's ready to share. Soybeans are among the most versatile agricultural products. They are used in creative ways you may have never realized to make products we all love and use every day. Ohio is leading the way, developing new uses for soybeans to support our changing world. Soy low-key slays, and I'm here for it. Learn more about soybeans at soysecrets.org. This ad brought to you by Ohio soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Your Ohio State flagship station, The Fan.
1:16 left until halftime. 33-32, Ohio State ahead of Georgia. Stay tuned for the AEP Energy halftime show. Skip Mossick will check scores from other games and run down your first half stats, all coming up at the half.
Yeah, you talk about the physicality of this game, Paul. Both ends. You talked about that That collision in the middle of the lane involving Bruce Thornton. Not quite sure who the other Georgia player was, but man, a lot of contact. And then Roddy Gale going to the basket, he was hit very hard. And I said, Paul, as a basketball player, the key is as long as it's consistent, that now you can adjust your game to play to the way that the officials calling the game. As a basketball player, the one thing you hate is they're calling it one way on the other end and not on your end.
Understand.
You get frustration.
Speaking of physical, during the timeout, they acknowledged Ohio State wrestler Jesse Mendez, who won the national title at the 141-pound limit. Congratulations to another big piece of hardware coming back to Ohio State athletics.
Just excellence at the highest level, and just something that young man will never forget for the rest of his life.
It gave us a chance to see our good friend Dan Wallenberg, who's in charge of athletic communications now for wrestling.
Had some very good trips together, road trips over the years.
Some we can talk about, some we can't. But think about what the past week has been.
Speak for yourself.
Well, no, you're included in some of those. Women's hockey with a national championship. They brought back Pistol, won a national championship, so good things happening.
Yes. The Ohio State University.
Yes. Who out of the timeout? The Ohio State University will have Devin Royal, Felix Akpara, Jamison Battle, Bruce Thornton on the court. Can't see who the fifth one is for the moment.
It is Roddy Gale.
Yes. That Georgia player you were talking about was Silas Demery, who collided with Bruce Thornton. Noah Thomason, Silas Demery, Frank Anselm, eBay, R.J. Melendez, and Jalen DeLoach. The five for the Bulldogs.
Easily, there's a number of guys on this basketball court that can transition their skill set to the football field. There's no question about it.
So Georgia with the ball up front, 20 on the shot clock. Buckeyes a lead of 33-32. Minute 16 to play in the half. Right sideline, the inbound will come from Thomason, right of center circle to Georgia Silas Demery. Freshman will dribble on the right point against Bruce Thornton. Shot clock at 13. Pass top of the key, Melendez. Melendez against Thornton, dribbling a high on the right sideline. Melendez to the right wing. Stops. 8 on the shot clock. Forces a shot low on the right, and he banks it in.
That's experience there. Ohio State took away all their actions, but Melendez just made something out of nothing there.
7 for Melendez to give Georgia a 34-33 lead with less than a minute to play. Thornton in trouble with the dribble. Gives it left of center circle for Roddy Gale. Gale against his own pressure. Picks up his dribble. Lobs in the left point. Devin Royal. Across to Thornton on the right point. Right corner battle. Fakes dribbles. Throws on the right point where it's knocked away and out of bounds by Melendez. Buckeyes will keep the ball with 10 seconds on the shot clock, 40 seconds left in the half.
Boy, are they convergent on Jamison Battle. It appeared that he had a wide open three, but my goodness.
Jake Diebler wants a timeout, the Ohio State head coach. 10 seconds on the shot clock, 40 seconds left in the half. Ohio State with the ball, but trailing by a point. 34-33 to Georgia.
Every possession counts, Paul. You know, if you're Jake Diebler, you want to get make sure you get a good shot attempt here. You got 10 seconds, more than enough time. But the way that Georgia is switching up their defense, all it takes is to get you thinking as a player. You become tentative, can lead to turnovers.
They went to a zone late on Sunday at Wake Forest, and that really flummoxed the Demon Deacons.
It did, and that's coaching. And we talk about game preparation as one aspect of coaching, and then in-game adjustments that you got to make, not only at halftime, but during crucial portions of the live action.
Buckeyes will inbound the ball on the right sideline of their forecourt, just inside of half court. Battle, Gale, Akpara, Royal, and Thornton for the Buckeyes. Melendez, Anselm, eBay, James, Demery, and Thomason for Georgia, who leads at 34-33. 10 seconds of the shot clock, 40 seconds left in the half. Jamison Battle inbounding on the right sideline into the backcourt to Bruce Thornton. Thornton across the timeline right side. Thornton to the right point. Drives, lobs to the basket. Gale dunks it left of the rim. 6 for Roddy Gale to put the Buckeyes up front, 35-34. 30 seconds left in their half. Georgia, Silas Demery brings it to center circle. Trying to answer after Gale came from the left and dunked it left of the rim. Demery just dribbling the clock down. 16 on the shot clock, a differential of about 2 seconds. Georgia the ball trailing 35-34. Demery at center circle, 10 on the shot clock. Switching hands with the dribble, Demery. Now makes his move to the head of the key. Steps foul line, Demery. Shoots below the foul line, no good. Demery rebounds his miss, goes up, lays it in. Demery with 4. Georgia in front 36-35. Buckeyes Royal at the half-court line misses a running jumper. And the half comes to an end with Georgia leading Ohio State 36-35. Third round of the NIT. And we'll pause on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Whether you're popping the question or ready to say I do, there's only one true jeweler to shop for your one true love. Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar. As a true jeweler, we not only have luxury designer collections to meet your bridal needs, but we also have talented in-house designers who can create something truly one of a kind. For more than 75 years, our expert staff has been caring for couples just like you and providing the absolute lowest prices guaranteed. Visit the Diamond Cellar on Sawmill Road or Easton Town Center. The possibilities are endless.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think of calling for a ride, but nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that could happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone. The results of driving drunk are tragic. That's why law enforcement is out there looking for impaired drivers to save lives. So if you think you're okay to drive after a few drinks, think again. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is a part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is safe and clean for the players every game at the Schottenstein Center. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com. Libman, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Welcome to our AEP Energy halftime show here at the Value City Arena in Columbus. Third round of the NIT, Georgia, in a back-and-forth game leading Ohio State 36-35.
Yeah, Paul, when you look at these numbers, defense, you give Georgia credit. The Buckeyes under 47% while they're shooting 50%. I'm telling you, impressed also with Georgia's backcourt. Their guards are very physical. We talked about that last rebound there to end the half. Demery going up strong and getting his rebound and putting it back up. Yeah, give him credit.
Yeah, you mentioned the shooting numbers. Georgia 50% shooting, 3 for 11 from three-point range, just 1 for 3 from the foul line. Ohio State 46% shooting, 2 for 9 from long distance. The Buckeyes perfect in 3 free throws. Both teams 17 rebounds, turnovers, 6 for Georgia, 5 for Ohio State.
Yeah, you like the 12 assists on 15 field goal conversions. So that aspect, Ohio State's moving the basketball. A lot of dunks here today. High percentage shots. Buckeyes not relying on the 3-ball, 2 of 9. Still like to see a few more there. But Georgia, again, this is their pace, Paul. They like to keep teams under 70. Ohio State's at 35, 50-50, whether they get to 70 points or not. But again, Georgia comes in this place after a quick turnaround, had a solid first 20 minutes against Ohio State.
Bulldogs will lead 36-35 over Ohio State here at the half. Stay tuned. Skip Mossick with a scoreboard update coming up next as our AEP Energy halftime report continues on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Ohio State 4-miler fans, the 2024 Ohio State 4-miler, presented by Union Home Mortgage, Ohio Beef Council, and Raising Cane's, is back on the 50. Join us on April 14th at Ohio Stadium. All participants who sign up receive an official Nike race shirt, race bib, and finisher's medal. For more information on how to sign up for the 2024 Ohio State 4-miler, visit ohioState4miler.com. A portion of the 4-miler proceeds will go to the Buckeye Cruise for Cancer. Go Bucks!
When you need urgent care and you need it fast, where you go makes all the difference. When you choose advanced urgent care from the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, you're choosing an advanced level of urgent care led by Ohio State emergency physicians. We offer walk-in treatment for more serious illnesses and injuries such as broken bones, abdominal pain, and pneumonia, all with shorter wait times and less cost than an emergency department. When your illness or injury can't wait, the choice is clear.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the field. That's why Encova Insurance is prepared for what's next and protects what matters most to you. With independent insurance agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova Insurance is an easy win for your peace of mind. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you.
There's nothing better than watching the big game with your friends. At Logan AC and Heat Services, we're ready to get you ready. Game day ready. With same-day estimates, next-day installation, and 0% APR financing for 60 months. We'll keep you comfy all season long. For fast, friendly service, choose Logan Services, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hear every Buckeye game every year. The Fan.
Halftime at the Value City Arena in Columbus. Ohio State trails Georgia by a point here at the break, 36-35. Our AEP Energy halftime report continues. Skip Mossick with a check of your Tuesday scoreboard. Your other NIT quarterfinal game will be coming up later tonight. Cincinnati will be at Indiana State. The two other quarters are tomorrow. UNLV will play at Seton Hall. Utah hosts VCU. Semis of the CBI tonight in Daytona. Halftime of Game 1. High Point leads Arkansas State 46-38. The other semi to follow. Seattle will take on Fairfield. 4 games tonight in the NBA. The Cavaliers are off. They're at Charlotte tomorrow. 2 currently underway, both early on. Golden State and Miami tied at 5 apiece. Midway through the first quarter, Milwaukee leads the Lakers 12-4. 12 games tonight in the National Hockey League. Blue Jackets are at Arizona later this evening. Your early games all after one period of play. Florida leads Boston 2-1. Philadelphia and the Rangers are scoreless. Likewise, Pittsburgh and Carolina and Detroit and Washington all scoreless after one. Mid-first period, New Jersey and Toronto are tied at 1 goal apiece. Our halftime report tonight was brought to you by AEP Energy. Buckeye fans power up and carbon down with AEP Energy and Eco Advantage, their 100% renewable energy plan for your home or business. Visit aepenergy.com/OSU to get started. AEP Energy, the official electricity and natural gas sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Again, the score here at the half, Georgia 36, Ohio State 35. Paul and Ron back to preview the second half next on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think of calling for a ride, but nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that could happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone. The results of driving drunk are tragic. That's why law enforcement is out there looking for impaired drivers to save lives. So if you think you're okay to drive after a few drinks, think again. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Whether you're popping the question or ready to say I do, there's only one true jeweler to shop for your one true love. Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar. As a true jeweler, we not only have luxury designer collections to meet your bridal needs, but we also have talented in-house designers who can create something truly one of a kind. For more than 75 years, our expert staff has been caring for couples just like you and providing the absolute lowest prices guaranteed. Visit the Diamond Cellar on Sawmill Road or Easton Town Center. The possibilities are endless.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower-than-low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Welcome back to our UHM broadcast position, sponsored by Union Home Mortgage, the official home lending sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Learn about their Build Your Payment program at UHM.com, equal housing lender, NMLS number 2229. And at the half, Georgia leads Ohio State by 1, 36-35. Kroger Pickup is the easy way to get what you want right when you need it. Try Kroger Pickup today in the Kroger app or at Kroger.com.
Well, a couple pickups. Let's start with the defense. You don't want any opposition coming in here shooting 50%. So you got to get that number under 50. That's one. Number two, 2 3-pointers made. You want to get that number in the double digits. So those are the 2 areas.
All right, that's our Kroger Pickup. The score of the half, 6 minutes and 9 seconds left until halftime here in Columbus. 36-35, Georgia with a lead. We'll pause on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
The best outcomes for treating cancer come from early detection and early diagnosis.
The James Cancer Diagnostic Center at Ohio State is designed
to provide rapid evaluation and a clear diagnosis.
We are transforming care by giving patients direct access
to cancer experts who study and treat cancer every day.
If you think you have cancer, the choice is clear.
Choose the James Cancer Diagnostic Center.
Ohio Ohio State 4-miler fans, the 2024 Ohio State 4-miler, presented by Union Home Mortgage, Ohio Beef Council, and Raising Cane's, is back on the 50. Join us on April 14th at Ohio Stadium. All participants who sign up receive an official Nike race shirt, race bib, and finisher's medal. For more information on how to sign up for the 2024 Ohio State 4-miler, visit ohiostatefoursmiler.com. A portion of the 4-miler proceeds will go to the Buckeye Cruise for Cancer. Go Bucks!
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the field. That's why Encova Insurance is prepared for what's next and protects what matters most to you. With independent insurance agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova Insurance is an easy win for your peace of mind. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you.
Always and forever your home of the Buckeyes. Home of the Buckeyes. The Fan.
Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Always your home for Buckeye basketball.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Your flagship station for Ohio State athletics. The Fan. Ohio sports destination.
Second half to start shortly here at the Value City Arena in Columbus. Georgia 36, Ohio State 35. The Foundation has done a great job supporting Ohio State student athletes as they get back to our community. Please visit thefoundation.com today to see how you can make an impact on Ohio State student athletes. Ohio State's basketball student athletes trying to make an impact on this second half, Ron.
They better. They want to continue to play. Georgia's ready to go. Again, I always give credit when credit is due. They've come in this building, back-to-back road games here, and they are playing to their skill. They're not relying on the three-ball. That's what helped them defeat Wake Forest. They're getting it done on the inside here today. You look at this stat sheet, 24-24 tie there in points in the paint.
Team that was 5-6 on the road this year. That win Sunday at Wake Forest, that was just the second home loss that Wake Forest had all year.
Yeah, again, Wake Forest was out without one of their top scorers, someone just averaging just under 20 points a game. So clearly you missed that, but doesn't matter. You go on and get a victory on the road. That's saying something about your team mentality.
This Ohio State team has won 8 of their last 10 and 2 in a row. They've won 8 games since Jake Diebler has become the head coach, and they're trying to see if they can't get themselves into Indianapolis in the Final Four of the NIT, but certainly they found themselves facing a formidable opponent here.
Yeah, one of the things that Ohio State will have to make an adjustment on, every time that Bruce Thornton is coming off a screen, they are instantly hard-hedged, a double team, and forcing him to get the ball. Ohio State's got to have some different actions to make Georgia pay for that type of defensive set.
Well, as you said, Georgia has made a lot of different defensive looks that Ohio State's had to try and diagnose.
Yeah, and again, Ohio State's been able to get a lot of dunks, and that's why they had 24 points in the paint. Again, you need to get Bruce Thornton engaged offensively. You know, you rely on his assist to turnover ratio, second in the nation in that category. He has 5 assists in this ball game, only 1 turnover, so he continues to be magnificent there. But just 1 of 4 from the field. Ohio State's a better team, obviously, when Bruce Thornton is knocking down shots.
Absolutely. You mentioned all those dunks. Felix Okpara with 10 points. That's now 3 straight games in double figures for Felix, and when things have gone well, his teammates have just lobbed him the ball near the rim, and he's been able to throw it down.
Yeah, 2 NIT games, just under 15 points per game, 6.5 rebounds, 2.5 blocks. Not bad.
Staying on the floor.
Yeah, staying on the floor, which is productive. But, you know, when you look at Felix Okpara, Paul, his field goal attempts have gone up here, the last 6-7 games. So his confidence is growing, and that's sophomore.
Yeah, at 13 points Saturday against Virginia Tech and a career-high 16 in the opening round win over Cornell. If Ohio State is able to win this game, they would face the winner of tomorrow night's game between Seton Hall and UNLV. That would be at Hinkle Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. But one more half to be played here with Georgia owning a lead of 36-35. The Bulldogs have never won the NIT. They've twice gotten to the semis in 82 and 98 and lost. Ohio State, of course, has 2 NIT titles in 1986 and in 2008.
And Mike White in his second season just trying to turn things around at Georgia. 7 straight year where they have not had a winning record in the ACC.
Right.
Think about that.
6-12 in the SEC. Of course, Mike White.
I mean the SEC. I'm sorry,
I knew what you
not
meant.
ACC.
I knew what you meant. Of course, Mike White is 2-0 against Ohio State. Coached Florida to an NIT win here in this building a few years ago, and also coached the Gators to a win over Ohio State in the Fort Myers Classic.
Yes.
So it is 36-35. Georgia has the lead. Buckeyes at 1 point. Their biggest lead 4. Georgia's biggest lead at 1 point was 7. There have been 9 lead changes and 3 ties in this game. Now the crowd, as you mentioned earlier, Ron, they're waiting for something to explode about.
Yeah, they did for a moment there. They had something to cheer for. Ohio State went on that 8-0 run there to get a lead. But Georgia came storming back with some solid play of their own. And I'm telling you, that backcourt has been fantastic here.
Sure have. Evan Mahaffey, Bruce Thornton, Roddy Gale, Felix Akpara, Jamison Battle on the court for Ohio State to start the half with the ball. Blue Kane, Noah Thomason, Silas Demery, Frank Anselm, eBay, and the fifth, it looks like it's going to be Dylan James for Georgia. Buckeyes will move right to left. Final game of the year here at the Value City Arena. We certainly have enjoyed each and every opportunity we've had to be here, whether it's been here on the floor or up on the Skip Mossick perch where we normally are. 36-35. Georgia on top. Ohio State with the ball as Bruce Thornton will bring it below center circle. Feed it in the left point. Battle back to Thornton, head of the key, where he's guarded by Demery. Thornton for the Buckeyes holds, fakes a couple of lobs, dribbles, head of the key, 19 of the shot clock. Thornton right of the foul line, right wing to Battle. He'll drive to the right corner, pull up, shoot a 10-footer. Battle, no good. Rebound Kane, Georgia. Bulldogs move left to right, leading by 1, 36-35. And it'll be Noah Thomason dribbling on the left point. Thomason shoots a 3 left of the key over Battle. No good. Rebound grab Mahaffey. Ohio State outlet Battle. Going into the lane for the right. Battle driving layup. No good. Rebound snatched underneath by James of Georgia, who leads at 36-35. Demery up the right sideline. Bulldogs dribbles foul line. Goes down the lane. Running shot. No good. Rebound grabbed underneath, but then a foul called as one of the Buckeyes had it, but it was poked away. Foul against Georgia.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure who it was. Foul is on Frank Anselm, eBay, his second. I think it was Mahaffey who had the ball. Yeah, I think they fouled, Evan Mahaffey.
Yep. So it's 36-35. Georgia the lead, Ohio State the ball. 1 minute into the second half. Ball deep in a right corner. Battle. Dribbles to the right wing. Bounces down on the right block for Akpara, who works on Anselm, eBay. Akpara working low on the right block, feeds in the lane, but it's knocked away. Ball loose, and Anselm, eBay comes up with a steal for Georgia. Leads at 36-35. And Demery will throw on the left side of the floor. Tipped away. Thomason with it. Layup good. Left of the rim. Noah Thomason. 9 for Thomason. And Georgia up 38-35, taking advantage of a turnover. 18:40 to play in the game. Battle top of the key. Ohio State dumps it down in the left block. Akpara. Felix Akpara posting up James. Dribbles into the lane. Jump hook Akpara up and in.
Yeah, great looking shot there over his left shoulder.
12 for Felix Akpara. Buckeyes down a point, 38-37. Minute and a half into the half. Demery, top of the key, Georgia. Goes Kane on the left point with the ball. Kane drives left baseline. Stops on the left block. Goes left point to Demery, who dribbles left of the key on Battle. Now he'll back away near the timeline. Silas Demery for Georgia. 38-37 Bulldogs. Bounce pass right of the foul line. Frank Anselm, eBay. 10 of the shot clock. Kane with it high on the left. Shoots a 3. Got it.
Yeah, he got free. A great screen that was set by Demery.
Blue Kane with 9. 41-37 Georgia. 2 minutes into the second half. Thornton below center circle, Ohio State. Dribbling on Demery, goes right point behind a screen. Now comes top of the key behind another screen. Picks up his dribble, gets it right point. Battle, dumps it low on the right block. Akpar, who's doubled up. Right corner to Gale. Gale knifes into the lane, and he is fouled. Demery reached in and got called for it, his second.
Yeah, I think he had the lane on Kane. And had Demery not closed down, that would have been a bucket, I believe, by Roddy Gale in the middle.
Second foul on Georgia in the half run. Common foul, so the Buckeyes will re-enter the ball trailing 41-37. Not quite 3 minutes into the second half. The inbounder will be Bruce Thornton from right of the backboard, a Georgia native. Both his parents were Georgia athletes. Inbound right wing, Felix Akpara. Has it poked away and taken away by Demery of Georgia. Demery up the middle of the floor with the Bulldogs leading 41-37. Demery dribbles foul line on Battle. Bounces left baseline and a layup. No good from right of the rim, but tip dunk by Anselm, eBay right at the rim.
Yeah, Felix Akpara, I'm not sure he got deep baseline.
6 points, Frank Anselm, eBay of Georgia, who leads at 43-37. Roddy Gale quickly to the right corner, Ohio State. Gale works into the lane from low on the right, shoots middle of the paint, up and no good. Rebound Demery, Georgia. 43-37 Bulldogs, who had the ball in a lead 3 minutes into the second half. Silas Demery will slow down, go high on the right to Thomason. Thomason checked by Jamison Battle. Gives it up high on the left now for Silas Demery, with Georgia leading 43-37. Demery between the circles, guarded by Gale. 12 on the shot clock. Demery throws now on the left point. Thomason dribbling left of the line. Alcara. 8 on the shot clock. Thomason shoots a three left of the key. Got it.
Yeah, Coach Steve may have to call a timeout here.
And he does just that. Noah Thomason with 12 will pause also as Georgia has a 46-37 lead over Ohio State. Just under 17 minutes to play in the game on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
It's football season in the Buckeye State, and if your game plan for this season includes buying or selling a home, Howard Hanna has the answer, delivering a winning strategy for breaking down the game of real estate. Make your next move with confidence with exclusive programs just right for you. Get in the game with the #1 real estate brokerage in Ohio and let them help you with your next move. Howard Hanna is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Visit howardhanna.com/GoBucks today.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is a part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is safe and clean for the players every game at the Schottenstein Center. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com. Libman, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
The Fan. Ohio sports destination.
Stay safe this season. Make a plan for a safe ride home. If you drive drunk, you will be caught and you will be arrested. Drive sober or get pulled over. Funded by the Ohio Traffic Safety Office and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. 16:51 to play second half here in Columbus. Georgia has opened up a 46-37 lead over Ohio State.
Well, Ohio State has a total of 22 wins right now, and it's because of two guys primarily, Roddy Gale and Bruce Thornton. They're the reason why Ohio State has had success this year. They got to get going. Bruce Thornton's 1 of 4 from the field, Roddy Gale 2 of 5, and Ohio State will not win many games when those guys are shooting the way they're shooting right now. Again, give Georgia a lot of credit. They are really playing aggressive defense on those two, making it hard for them. And at the same time, Bruce is the type of player allows the game to come to him, but it's 16:51 to go. You're playing at home, and you're down by 9 points. They need to be more aggressive and looking for their shots right now.
Buckeyes 1 for 4 in the second half shooting. Georgia is 4 for 7 and 2 for 3 from three-point range. Dale Bonner and Devin Royal have checked into the Ohio State lineup, joining Evan Mahaffey, Bruce Thornton, and I believe
Dale Bonner's out there.
Bonner, Thornton, Mahaffey, Battle, and Royal. Georgia has James, Kane, Demery, Thomason, and Ansel Mebe on the court, and Georgia's going to put full court pressure on. 46-37, Bulldogs the lead. Buckeyes the ball, 16:51 remaining in the game. Last game of the season at the Value City Arena. Devin Royal inbounding in the back baseline for Ohio State. Dylan James in front of him, runs away from him. Inbound Bonner, who works left portion of the backcourt on Blue Kane. Bonner dribbling up the middle of the floor. Baylor transfer to fifth-year senior. Cross the line right side is Dale Bonner. Bonner now at center circle. Slides to the left point with Kane on him. Bounces top of the key to Devin Royal. Royal down the right center lane. Spin. Shoots below the foul line. Got it.
At his best. Operating within those lanes there.
5 for Royal. 46-39. Georgia on top. Demery driving the right center lane. Goes to the hoop. Wild layup. Miss from low on the left. Rebound slapped out of bounds. And the officials are going to give the ball to Georgia.
And it's the correct call.
All right.
I think it was Bruce Thornton that hit it last.
Tried to hit it off one of the Georgia players. 21 on the shot clock for the Bulldogs, who lead at 46-39. Silas Demery will inbound from right of the backboard for Georgia. Demery looking to throw it inbounds. Bounces on the lane. Kane poked away, but Kane saves it on the left wing. Now bounces down the left block for Ansel Mebe. Dribbles, goes to the hoop, and dunks it left to the rim. Frank Ansel Mebe.
Yeah, drop stepped on a smaller Bruce Thornton. Aggressive play.
And Georgia a 48-39 lead. Ansel Mebe with 8 4 minutes into the half. Bonner, foul line, Ohio State drives the lane. Running shot, no good, low on the right. Rebound, Anslamibe for Georgia, who leads at 48-39. 4 minutes into the second half. Noah Thomason, a Niagara transfer, will dribble, shoot a three, headed the key off the bounce, no good. Rebound, Anslamibe, back up, no good, and a jump ball as he was tied up by Thornton from low on the right. Possession arrow keeps it with the Bulldogs.
I'll say this chose to go small. Anslamibe is looking for some opportunities here, and here comes Zed Key.
Off the Ohio State bench, 6'8" senior will make the Buckeyes a little bit bigger, replacing Evan Mahaffey. 48-39 Georgia. 19 on the Bulldog shot clock, just under 16 minutes to play in the game here in Columbus. Silas Demery inbounding right of the backboard for the Bulldogs. Silas Demery looking, throws deep in the right corner. Kane, who rifles a three and hits it.
Gave him too much space, a couple of screens set to free up Kane.
12 for the freshman out of Knoxville. 51-39 Georgia. 15:40 to play in the game. Royal with it, right wing, gives it now on the right flank for Bonner. Top of the key to Zed Key. He'll dribble right of the foul line, stop, look to give it up, floats it out on the right sideline for Dale Bonner. Bonner dribbles top of the circle, set, shoots a three, no good. Offensive rebound, Key on the left block. Key works into the lane on James, junk hook Key, up and in, and he's fouled. Basket counts for senior Zed Key, his first two.
You gotta love it. I talked about earlier in a local startup show here, and we talked about Zed Key being the X factor here, Paul, and surely he's come off the bench here in the second half and been big.
Averaging 6.7 a game, gets his first two. 6'8" senior out of Bay Shore, New York.
Let me get that right. It's the warm-up show, right, Skipper?
Yes.
Yeah, warm-up show. Local.
R.J. Melendez will come in for Georgia along with Jalen DeLoach and Justin Hill also in as well. It's a 51-41 Georgia lead.
They want to advance, don't they?
They sure do.
Oh, my goodness, the way they're playing.
The number 4 seed in this region. Beat the number 1 seed, Wake Forest. Zed Key, free throw good for his third point. So the Buckeyes need to come back from behind, trailing 51-42, and the crowd trying to urge them on. 15:20 to play in the game. Silas Demery up the middle of the floor, Georgia. Picked up by Jamison Battle, head of the key, throws to Kane on the right point, out of the key to Demery again. Demery dribbles left of the perimeter. Demery driving left of the lane. Demery has it go off his foot and out of bounds. Turnover to the Buckeyes.
Yeah, good solid defense by Jamison Battle, staying in front. Forced the turnover.
15:07 to play in the game. It's 51-42 Georgia. Ohio State at 1 point. Well, their biggest lead of the game has been 4. Dale Bonner, center circle. Dribbles and hands it high on the right for Battle. Walks it top of the key. Gives it up now. Thornton high on the left. Thornton foul line to Royal. Stops. Pops. Score. No, it rattles out. Tip no good. Buckeyes rebound. Key picked up by Royal in a lane. Royal into paint. Puts up another jumper. No good. A rebound grab by DeLoach of Georgia, who leads at 51-42. 14:40 to play in the game. Demery, right point Bulldogs. Throws it now high on the right for DeLoach. Top of the key to Melendez. Melendez right of the foul line on Royal. Melendez switches hands, dribbles, drives right of the lane. Shot blocked by Royal, who comes up with a loose pumpkin. Gives it to Thornton, pushing it up the middle of the floor. Right point Battle, sends a three in the air. Down the bucket, Jamison Battle, giving him 12 points. Buckeyes still trail 51-45.
Started with defense, Paul.
And Devin Royal on with a block that started it.
6-0 run here by the Buckeyes.
6 minutes into the second half. Crowd further ignited. Demery, center circle, Georgia. Dribbles left of the foul line. Now brings it back out on the left point. Silas Demery with 13 of the shot clock. Demery for Georgia, who leads 51-45. Demery down the left side of the lane. Running shot, Demery missed. Rebound slapped in the air. Key down with a rebound, Ohio State. Buckeyes on the run, trailing 51-45. Thornton, top of the key. Throws underneath. Zed Key, open dunks it right of the rim. Zed Key. 5 for Zed Key, and it's 51-47 Georgia.
Timeout by Georgia.
Have they called it? I don't believe. Now they finally did. They finally did call it. 13:37 to play, second half. Georgia 51. Ohio State trying to come back with 47. You're listening to the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Ohio State 4-miler fans, the 2024 Ohio State 4-miler, presented by Union Home Mortgage, Ohio Beef Council, and Raising Cane's, is back on the 50. Join us on April 14th at Ohio Stadium. All participants who sign up receive an official Nike race shirt, race bib, and finisher's medal. For more information on how to sign up for the 2024 Ohio State 4-miler, visit ohioState4miler.com. A portion of the 4-miler proceeds will go to the Buckeye Cruise for Cancer. Go Bucks!
I
know a lot of you really want the State Farm personal price plan, but what's with the oversharing? Like this message Mateo left.
Jake from State Farm, you should know orange juice commercials make me cry. I feel bad for the oranges.
You don't need to get that personal. The State Farm personal price plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
When you've been diagnosed with heart or vascular disease, where you start your care makes all the difference.
When you choose the Heart and Vascular Center at The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center.
Our team of specialized experts will manage your condition day to day.
And should you need more advanced care like complex heart or vascular surgery,
you'll never need to travel further.
You didn't choose heart and vascular disease, but the choice of where to treat it is clear.
The Ohio State University Heart and Vascular Center.
Your home for Ohio State athletics. The Fan.
Buckeye basketball brought to you in part by Corona Extra, the official cerveza of La Vida Más Fina. Find the fine life. Please drink responsibly. Corona Extra beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. 13:37 to play second half. Georgia with a lead, 51-47. Ohio State trying to mount a comeback.
8-0 run, Paul. We all know it's a game of runs now. It's Georgia's turn. So if you're Ohio State, you got to make a defensive stance here. I talked about Georgia coming in this building. They're still shooting 50% from the field. That's got to go down. Ohio State over these next 2 minutes have got to get a few stops.
How about the way Zed Key has contributed off the bench for the Buckeyes?
Yeah, I mean, coming into the ball game, I talked about Georgia. That's one of their advantages, Paul. 20th in the nation in bench points. 28.6, 28 out of 35 games. Their bench has outscored the opposition. It's a big-time weapon. Ohio State, right now, the bench production is almost even. Georgia 13, Ohio State 12.
Ohio State had a 24-19 bench advantage Saturday against Virginia Tech. Zed Key tonight, 5 points, 4 rebounds.
Yeah, and just the energy and the way he's playing defense on the pick and rolls here that Georgia is showing against Ohio State. But clearly his energy and effort off the bench has been a big-time boost for this Buckeye team.
And it's helped get the crowd back into the game.
Absolutely.
It certainly has.
How can you not cheer for him?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. A senior playing his last home game here at the Value City Arena. Zed Key, this is game number 121.
Yeah, this is it. There's no more games that's going to be played in this arena this year for the men's team.
He is one of 3 who have played in the NCAA tournament for Ohio State. Zed Key, Devin Royal, Jamison Battle, Bruce Thornton, Dale Bonner on the court for Ohio State.
Man, that block by Devin Royal.
Big.
I mean, he's going against a guard. No, that was against Melendez, wasn't it?
I believe it was Melendez, yeah. Jalen DeLoach, Noah Thomason, Frank Anselmibe, Blue Kane, and Justin Hill on the court for Georgia, who has the ball with 25 on the shot clock. Bulldogs, a 51-47 lead. This is the first time these two schools have played on the basketball court since 1977. And you say you remember that game.
I do.
It was
watching the Buckeyes as a youngster.
You would have been a youngster way back then. Some of us were in college. Inbound to go to Hill, left of center circle. Justin Hill brings it to the right side of the floor against Ohio State's man-to-man defense. Hill, top of the key, came back to Hill between the rings. Gets it to the left point, 15 of the shot clock. Picks up his dribble. Left corner pass, DeLoach. Drives the lane, goes to the hoop. Layup good, and a foul as he went right to the rim. Jalen DeLoach.
Yeah,
he's got 4 and he'll get a free throw.
Yeah, if you're Zed Key, if you're not there defensively, let it go.
Second foul on Zed Key. It's a 53-47 Georgia lead. So Jalen DeLoach, a 67% foul shooter, will go to the line for the first time tonight. Trying to get Georgia their 54th point. Free throw, DeLoach missed. Rebound, Thornton, Ohio State. 53-47, Georgia on top. Thornton quickly to the right point, Buckeyes. 13-19 left in the game. Thornton drives right corner. Thornton working down to the right block on the Hills. Jumper, right wing. Thornton up, no good. Rebound, Kane, Georgia. 53-47, Bulldogs. 13:09 to play in the game. Justin Hill, top of the key, Georgia. Dribbles, drives the right side of the lane, steps back, leans, shoots low on the right, makes the basket, and he's fouled by Battle.
Yeah, up and under. You got Jamison Battle off his feet, and Jake Deaver is just voicing his coaching to his guys to stay firm and on the floor.
It's now 55-47 Georgia. Justin Hill with 6 points. He'll go to the line to shoot 1. A 68% free thrower. And man who played at Longwood University and was with that school in the NCAA tournament. Another of the transfers that have infused Mike White's roster. Roddy Gale into the Ohio State lineup. 13:03 to play. Hill's free throw. Good. Giving him 7. And giving Georgia a 56-47 lead with 13 minutes left in the game. Bruce Thornton leaves at center circle. Dale Bonner, Ohio State. Bonner now dribbles to the right point. Out of a double team. Bounces a pass that's stolen by Thomas in Georgia. Down the left side into the lane. Throws it behind him to Deloach, who lays it in right at the rim. 6 for Jalen Deloach, and it's a 58-47 Georgia lead. Quick feed goes down under the basket. Zed Key. Ohio State forces a shot that's missed and knocked out of bounds by... They say the ball will go to Georgia. Couldn't see who touched it last.
Well, they say Zed Key. The shot was blocked, and Jake Diebler is not happy about that call.
We had people in front of us who couldn't really tell. 58-47, Georgia the lead in the ball. 12.5 to play in the game. Justin Hill, right of center circle for the Bulldogs with the ball. Guarded by Thornton. Dribbles top of the key, steps out to the left point, picks up his dribble, throws in a lane. Ransom Libe has it, and he misses a dunk left of the rim. Rebounds his miss, puts it back up and in. Frank Anselmibe. 10 for Frank Anselmibe, and it's 60-47 Georgia. 12:15 to play in a game that could be slipping away from Ohio State.
9-0 run after the Buckeyes' 8-0 run.
Thornton dribbling all the way to the right corner for Ohio State, guarded by Kane. Dribbles him into the lane, throws in the left corner. Royal fakes a 3, dribbles to the left block. Royal now stops, gives it left wing Zed Key. He'll dribble into the lane. Key throw underneath. Roddy Gale dribbles, fakes, shoots, batted out of bounds, but a foul called on Jalen Deloach of Georgia, his second.
Yeah, solid decision by Zed Key. He was battling inside, and instead of shooting a difficult jump hook, he saw his teammate, in this case, Roddy Gale, underneath.
Roddy Gale will go to the line to shoot 2. That is team foul number 4 on Georgia here in the half. Looking for his first point since halftime, and he's got it with his first free throw. Roddy Gale has 7. Double figures in 8 of his last 9. Zed Key out, Felix Akpara in for the Buckeyes, who trail 60-48.
What an answer by Georgia.
Big time.
52% from the field. Instead of going down from 50, they went up to 52.
Roddy Gale, an 83% free throw shooter. Second one missed. Rebound slapped around. Ball claimed by the Bulldogs, who have a lead of 60-48 with 11:50 to play in the game. Justin Hill dribbling up the middle of the floor. Bruce Thornton picks him up in Ohio State's man-to-man. Hill at center circle, switching hands with his dribble. 15 of the shot clock. Hill just pounds the dribble, started right, cuts to the left point. Justin Hill now throws all the way in the right wing. Kane, who launches a 3. No good. Kane, and a rebound. Devin Royal, Ohio State. 60-48 Buckeyes trailing, 11.5 to play in the game. Thornton, center circle, dribbles top of the key. Thornton steps and shoots a 3 straight on. Bullseye. 6 points, Bruce Thornton. 60-51, Ohio State trailing with 11:16 to play here in the second half. Justin Hill working right of center circle for Georgia. Aligns himself in the middle of the floor. Hill guarded by Thornton, who gave the Buckeyes that last basket. Hill dribbles right point. Hill now steps to the foul line, slips and falls down, and traveling is called as he turned it over. And it looks like Justin Hill may have hurt his knee. Well, he's getting up, but limping a bit. But the Buckeyes get the turnover in their favor, trailing 60-51.
It looked like his left knee just gave out.
He remains in the game. Dylan James has checked in for Georgia, replacing Jalen Deloach. 60-51 Bulldogs. 11 minutes left in the game and possibly Ohio State season. Bruce Thornton crossed the line left side in a double-team trap. Picks up his dribble, loops it high on the right to Bonner. Back to Thornton, left point. Lobs at the basket. Gale, who catches right to the rim, goes up and lays it in right of the rim.
Quick jumper there, Paul. Up and over the rim, down and back up.
9 for Roddy Gale. 60-53 Georgia's lead. 10:43 to play in the game. Thomason, left corner Bulldogs. Dribbling, shut off now by Akpara. Thomason into the lane from the left. Turns, leans, throws right point. Hill fakes a 3. Gets it deep in the right corner for Demery. He'll dribble to the foul line. Stopped, taken away by Roddy Gale, but then reclaimed in the lane. Ball knocked loose. Georgia's Hill has it. Now it's Thomason high on the right, throwing a 3 that he misses, but Devin Royal ran into him for a foul, his second. And Thomason will have 3 free throws, and we have a timeout with 10:24 to play in the game. 60-53, Georgia on top on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
There's nothing better than watching the big game with your friends. At Logan AC and Heat Services, we're ready to get you ready. Game day ready. With same-day estimates, Nexty installation and 0% APR financing for 60 months. We'll keep you comfy all season long. For fast, friendly service, choose Logan Services, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint. With their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind or grab a carry-out. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizza, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
The future of recycling is now, and Rumpke Waste and Recycling, the recycling leader, is investing more than $90 million to build North America's largest recycling center right here in Central Ohio. The one-of-a-kind facility will feature interactive displays, educational opportunities, and the most advanced technology. Rumpke is committed to recycling efforts, and for over 90 years, Rumpke has worked to make sure items you place in the bin get used again. Visit Rumpke.com to learn how you can team with Rumpke to put less trash in landfills and more of it to good use.
Your home of the Buckeyes. The Fan.
Buckeye fans, power up and carbon down with AEP Energy and Eco Advantage. Their 100% renewable energy plan for your home or business. Visit aepenergy.com/OSU to get started. AEP Energy, the official electricity and natural gas sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. 10:24 left in the second half here in Columbus, Georgia, with a 60-53 lead over Ohio State.
Yeah, a couple things, Paul. One, their bench production has been very consistent. We talked about that 20-12 advantage for Georgia, and we talked about Ohio State needing to get over 70 points. They're at 53 with 10:24 to go, but this pace is the one that Georgia wants. They're just grinding this game out. They still continue to be over 50% from the field. Ohio State 2 of 9 from beyond the arc, and I think that was the number they had in the first half, so they've yet to take one here in the second half.
Who, Ohio State?
Yeah. Oh, I'm looking at, I'm sorry,
4
of 12 here overall, so in the second half, they are 2 of 3, so 66%. So if you're Ohio State, clearly, Paul, they got to get Bruce Thornton going. I mentioned that before. He's just 2 of 6 here in his ball game. Dale Bonner, he's been so good for Ohio State of late, Paul. He's 0 of 4 in this ball game, a goose egg in the scoring column in 14 minutes of play.
On the court for Ohio State, Jamison Battle, Felix Akpara, Roddy Gale, Dale Bonner, and Bruce Thornton. Georgia, who will have Noah Thomason at the free throw line to shoot 3.
Yeah, as a coach, you just hate that. Your team plays stellar defense for a good portion of the possession there, and then don't come up with the loose ball, and then you foul a three-point shooter.
Dylan James, Silas Demery, Justin Hill, and Frank Anselmibe, the 5 for the Bulldogs. Thomason, who played for a guy we know, Greg Paulus at Niagara. Left hands his first free throw up, no good. This team was 9th in the SEC in free throw shooting at 72%.
Almost got you about to say ace.
Yeah, second free throw missed.
SEC.
In some places in the Big Ten, they'd be giving away chicken nuggets like Champaign for a couple of misses.
Could he miss 3?
We've seen it happen. Free throw. Up and
almost,
good.
Almost giggled out of there.
13 for Noah Thomason. It's 61-53 Georgia with 10:23 to play second half. Ohio State's Dale Bonner brings it up the middle of the floor. Dribbles out to the right point, Bonner. Bonner working high on the right on Demery. Still dribbling in the right point, Dale Bonner. Bounces right wing Battle into the lane Battle. Feeds it underneath Gale under the rim from low on the left. Forces a shot up and no good. Rebound James, Georgia. Right at the rim and missed it.
Halfway down and out.
61-53 Bulldogs, 10 minutes left in the game. Justin Hill on the left sideline for Georgia, guarded by Thornton of Ohio State. Hill on the left point, has the screen, uses it to come top of the key, throws right point where Thomason throws a long 3 and knocks it in.
That hurts big time. 11-point lead here with Georgia.
16 for Noah Thomason. 64-53 is that 11-point Bulldog lead. 9:43 to play in the game. Thornton right point Ohio State. Throws to Akpara, right of the key. Felix Akpara will now dribble, return to Thornton, top of the circle. Back to the right point, Thornton against a double team. Dribbles, drives low on the right, scoops it up and in.
He earned it, though.
8 for Thornton. 64-55 Georgia. 9:23 to play in the game. Justin Hill, top of the key. Pumps a straight on 3 up, no good. Rebound Battle Buckeyes, who trail 64-55. Jamison Battle gallops up the right side, throws left point to Bruce Thornton. Thornton back to Battle in a left corner. Fakes a three. Battle dribbles left point. Dumps it down to left block Akpara. Akpara into the lane on Ansel Mebe. Turn, shoots low on the left. Up, no good. Rebound volleyed out to Bonner, right point. Now right of the key. It's a Battle three that goes down.
What a tremendous play by Roddy Gale. Couldn't get two hands on. He tipped it out to Dale Bonner, who fouled Jamison Battle.
Who's got 15 points. 64-58. Buckeyes still trailing. 8:47 to play. Crowd getting back into it here in Columbus. Justin Hill, left point, Georgia. Bill. Now we get an offensive foul called on Georgia, and it's a screen that was set by Frank Anselmibe that was a violation. His third personal.
Yeah, you can feel the momentum swinging here, Paul.
You can. You know what they say, if you want to see the genie, rub the lamp. 8:41 to play. Buckeyes trailing 64-58.
What was that sitcom? I Dream of Genie?
There was that one.
Yeah.
Jalen Deloach in to replace Frank Anselmibe for Georgia. Buckeyes the ball trailing 64-58. 8:37 left in the game. Dale Bonner dribbling below center circle. Bonner will bounce in the right wing. Roddy Gale dribbles right corner. Gale in a double team. Gives it up in the lane. Akpara. Short jumper up. Missed. Akpara tips it out, but coming down with the ball is Demery for Georgia, who leads at 64-58. Throws the ball down on the right block where it's caught by Deloach. Jumper right corner. Missed by James. Gale. Long rebound Ohio State, who trails 64-58. Gale up the right side with the basketball. Gale now leaves at top of the key. Battle nearly bobbled it away. Battle dribbles, shoots a three right of the circle. No good off the flange. Offensive rebound. Akpara down on the left block. Akpara working on Deloach to a driving Battle who dunks it right of the rim. Jamison Battle. 17 for a Battle. 64-60. Buckeyes still on the short side.
Game of runs.
And this run occurs with less than 8 to play in the game, and the crowd further worked up. Justin Hill throws the ball high on the right now for Deloach, Georgia. Deloach on Akpara, dribbling between the rings. Deloach drives a right lane line, and a foul as Felix Akpara ran right into him. And on Felix, it's his first personal foul, and we'll have a timeout with 7:38 to play in the game. 64-60, Georgia with the lead over Ohio State on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Ready? It doesn't matter if you're playing hard or working hard. Your workout only works out if you recover right. Chocolate milk helps you recover for what comes next. It's delicious and contains the right mix of protein and carbs to help refuel exhausted muscles. From biking to bench presses, Milk's protein helps you build lean muscle and gain more from your workouts.
Ready? Recover. Repeat. Brought to you by the American Dairy Association Mideast, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey Buckeye fans, the best new resort in the country is right here in the state of Ohio. Introducing the Grand Resort in Warren, Ohio. Whether it's family fun, an adult getaway, a conference or event, there's no place like it. It's a year-round destination with the best golf, med spa, dining, salon and spa, pools, lounges, and activities. The Grand Resort will be the best staycation you've ever had. Go to the website, thegrandresort.com, or call 330-856-1900. The Grand Resort in Warren, Ohio. We're waiting for you.
Celebrate game day your way at Giant Eagle and Market District with fresh, ready-to-eat prepared foods like our best-in-town fried chicken, everyday savings from Giant Eagle brand products, and quality you can feel good about from Nature's Basket. It's easy for Buckeye fans to enjoy an unbeatable game day with friends and family. Everyone wins with game day food from Giant Eagle, a proud sponsor of Ohio State University Athletics. Go Bucks!
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Welcome back to our UHM broadcast position, sponsored by Union Home Mortgage, the official home lending sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Learn about their Build Your Payment program at UHM.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 2229. 7:38 to play in tonight's game here at the Value City Arena in Columbus, Georgia. A 64-60 lead over Ohio State.
Yeah, after getting an extra opportunity there, Felix Akpara really impressed with his composure there. Paul didn't force the putback. And then also Jamison Battle moving without the basketball, cutting to the rim, and then a nice find by Felix. And you look at these stat numbers here for Jamison Battle, 7 of 12 from the field, 3 of 5 from long range. Paul leading the team in rebounding with 7 and points with 17. 2 assists, no turnovers. Solid game so far for the fifth-year senior.
Who has now gone over 2,000 career points, Jamison Battle.
Pretty darn good career there.
It started at George Washington, then was at Minnesota with the Golden Gophers, and now here at Ohio State and playing in the postseason for the first time in his long college career.
And this is where coaches just preach defense. Defense wins games, wins championships. And Ohio State's got to get stops here. You cannot continue to trade points with Georgia. You cut the lead down to a 2-possession game, but this number just continues to bother me. Georgia is still at 50% from the field.
Blue Kane, Justin Hill, Jalen Deloach, Frank Anselm-Ebay, and Silas Demery on the court for Georgia. Bruce Thornton, Dale Bonner, Jamison Battle, Felix Akpara, Roddy Gale for Ohio State. Bulldogs have the ball with 20 seconds on the shot clock and lead at 64-60. 7:38 left in the game. It'll be Hill inbounding from right of the backboard for Georgia. Hill looking to throw it in play, looking still, and we get a 5 timeout called. Thought it was a 5-second violation.
It had to be 4.9.
Yeah.
Tenths of seconds. That was, oh my. But hey, they called it.
They called it. So Georgia keeps the ball up front, leading 64-60 with 7:38 to play in the basketball game. And as you can imagine, the crowd and their loud groan, not happy with that.
Yeah, so here you are, you're down by 4. You can ill afford to allow Georgia to go on any kind of run whatsoever to get this lead back up to double digits. If you're Ohio State, it's time to make the stance right now and dig in and get stops.
Georgia has committed 9 turnovers in the game. Ohio State, one better than that, 8. So it remains Battle, Bonner, Gale, Thornton, Akpara for the Buckeyes, Anselm-Ebay, Kane, Deloach, Demery, and the inbounder Hill from right of the backboard for Georgia, who leads at 64-60. 20 on the shot clock. Ball handed Justin Hill right of the backboard for Georgia. Looking to inbound, looking to inbound. Bounces where it's poked away by Battle. And it goes out of bounds. Bulldogs keep it. Jamison Battle in the right corner. Nearly swiped it. And now Jalen Deloach will inbound in the right corner for Georgia. 19 on the shot clock for the Bulldogs, who lead 64-60. That'll be Justin Hill again to throw it in play. He's got Dale Bonner in front of him. Justin Hill handed the ball. Bounces on the right wing. Jalen Deloach dribbles, drives to the right block, throws in the left corner. Kane shoots a deep 3, left corner, no good. A rebound battle, Ohio State. Buckeyes down 4 with the ball, 64-60. Thornton, top of the key, gives it right point Battle, drives to the right baseline Battle, works in the right corner with 7:23 left in the game, throws under the basket. Akpara has it on the left block after a bobble. Akpara will get it now to Thornton at center circle. 15 of the shot clock for the Buckeyes, who trail by 4. Right point Gale to Thornton, top of the key. Thornton foul line to Gale, right point. Bobble saves, loses it again, and then Gale diving for it. Battle gets it on the right point, shoots an open 3, no good. Battle, rebound Anselm-Ebay, poked away by Gale, but Anselm-Ebay back with it, and he's fouled by Roddy Gale, who went after the loose ball.
Yeah, just a 15 foul for Ohio State, but Roddy Gale just kind of lost where he was and lost control of the ball. Very fortunate to tip it and get it to Jamison Battle at a wide open 3.
Bulldogs with the ball, leading 64-60. 7:01 to play, second half.
That could have been big, getting a 3 there to cut it to 1.
No backcourt pressure as the ball will be inbounded to Justin Hill of Georgia. Senior out of Houston, Texas. Cross the line right side, Hill. Bulldogs the ball leading 64-60. Hill on the right point. Dribbling right of the key. Hill working down the right side of the lane. Running layup, no good. Loose ball picked up by Thornton of Ohio State. Buckeyes down 4. Thornton pushing it up the right side. Thornton down the right lane line. Running shot thrown up, no good. Foul called as Thornton hit the deck.
This will be the first free throw attempts for Bruce Thornton of the game.
Frank Anselm-Ebay with his 4th personal foul. So Bruce Thornton, who was 2 for 2 Saturday, will step up there at the stripe. Of course, we mentioned his mother played basketball at Georgia. His father played football for the Bulldogs. 6'2" sophomore from Fairburn, Georgia. First free throw, up and in. Ohio State second best in the Big Ten at 77% during the season from the line. They're at 76% presently.
Ohio State battle back, 1 possession game here.
It's 64-61 Georgia. Bruce Thornton has scored 9. He will try and get his 30th double-figure game of the year with a second free throw, and he's got it.
Yeah, defense has been good. Georgia hadn't scored for 3 minutes, Paul.
Wow. So it's 64-62 Bulldogs. Crowd getting off their fannies and standing and applauding here at the Value City Arena. 6:42 to play. 64-62. Georgia the lead of the ball. Silas Demery, freshman, center circle Bulldogs, picked up by Bonner. Dribbles out left, top of the key. It comes to Deloach. Walks into the right point. Hands it now Thomason, curling head of the key. Thomason bounces down on the right block. Deloach under the rim. Bounces left side, poked away from Kane. Gets it back, shoots and misses from low on the left. Rebound Okpara, Ohio State. Kane right at the rim, missed it. Buckeyes down 2. Gale in a hurry. Gale has the ball knocked away and saving it for Georgia. And coming up with the ball was James. Bulldogs lead 64-62, 6:10 left in the game. Noah Thomason up the left sideline. Thomason on Gale on the left point, curls head of the key. Dribbles foul line, stops, shoots at the stripe. No good. Rebound Thornton, Ohio State leading the break with the Buckeyes down 2 and 6 minutes to play. Thornton into the lane, ball poked away. Saved by Thornton in the paint. Right point Gale. Right corner Bonner sends a 3 in the air. Down the bucket, Dale Bonner. His first 3 of the night, and Ohio State up 1, 65-64 as Dale Bonner knocks it in from the right corner. Timeout with 5:51 to play.
Defense, Mr. Keels.
Yes.
Defense, giving themselves an opportunity. The last time the Buckeyes led was around the 18-minute mark. They continued to battle, and here they are with the lead again.
After trailing by as many as 13 points. Defense and coming up with loose balls.
12-0 run. No, I'm sorry. Let me get that. Yeah, 12-0 run here by this Ohio State team.
We saw Dale Bonner hit a game-winning three-pointer in East Lansing against Michigan State. He hits a badly needed three-pointer in the right corner for the Buckeyes for his first bucket of the night to put Ohio State up 65-64.
Yeah, that's when you hear me say learning how to win, Paul. You make plays, build on that confidence. You're in another position to make a big play. You knock it down calmly, and you give Jake Deaver a lot of credit. You know, Dale Bonner struggled in that first half against Michigan State. He stayed with the senior, made 2 big threes, obviously the one to win the ball game. Did the first made basket here tonight in the second half. He's going with the veteran.
Georgia has Demery on the court along with James, Anselm Ebe, who has 4 fouls, Kane, and Thomason. Ohio State has Bonner, Battle, Okpara, Gale, and Thornton. 5:51 left, second half. 65-64, Buckeyes on top. Bulldogs have freshman Silas Demery bringing it up the middle of the floor. Drifts to the left point against the double-team Demery, where he's guarded now singly by Bonner. Demery driving to the left baseline, running shot, blocked by Okpara, and the ball off to Bonner for the Buckeyes, who lead by 1. Bonner up court, Gale stolen, Thomason, Georgia. Thomason then throws it up court where Demery has it from low on the right, shoots and he misses right to the rim, but a rebound is missed. Demery in the right corner. Ball deflected and stolen by Thornton. Up court, Bonner, he's going to go to the hoop by himself and dunk it with 2 hands. Dale Bonner. 5 for Bonner, 67-64 Ohio State. With 5:18 to play, how about Dale Bonner and the way he's played? And Felix Okpara keeps his streak going, 42 consecutive games with a block.
I've been asking him all year when he's going to give me one.
And he gave you one. 67-64 Buckeyes. And Silas Demery up the left side for Georgia, hounded by Roddy Gale. Demery dribbles at center circle. Gale sticks with him in a man-to-man. Poked away by Gale. Demery saves it. He falls behind the timeline, but gets the ball in play where Thomason has to go behind the timeline. It'll be over and back against Georgia. And leading the cheers is Jake Diebler, the Ohio State coach.
Hey, you got to love it. I mean, they flat out, like I said, they haven't scored since the 9:49 mark, Paul.
Justin Hill in to replace Silas Demery for Georgia.
This is what you do to the opposition. Make them uncomfortable.
They handled that ball like a hand grenade. 67-64. Ohio State the lead in the ball with 5:01 to play. Inbound Bonner right of center circle. Guarded by Thomason is Dale Bonner. Good dribble handed right point Roddy Gale. Passes top of the key to Bruce Thornton. Thornton one dribble. Now left to the foul line to Battle. Left alone. Shoots a 3. Bullseye. Jamison Battle. 20 for Battle.
They went to a zone, Paul.
Wow. 70-64 Buckeyes with 4:42 to play. Thomason will get it. Hill, right point, drives the lane, running shot. Hill up, no good. Anselm Ebe, offensive rebound. Gets down on the left point, Thomason. Round to Hill, high on the right, Georgia. Right wing, Kane. He'll float a 3 up. No, it goes down. Blue Kane.
Not supposed to get shooter bounce on the opposition's home court.
15 for Blue Kane. 70-67 Ohio State.
That's a big shot.
It was. 4:20 left in the game. Bruce Thornton, Ohio State, dribbling below center circle against Georgia's man-to-man. Thornton throws in the right corner to Bonner. Bonner brings it right point, returns it Thornton between the rings. Thornton dribbles behind an Okpara screen to the foul line. Thornton stops at the stripe, running shot thrown up, no good. Kane rebounds Georgia. 70-67 Ohio State, under 4 to play in the game. Freshman Blue Kane up the right sideline, Georgia. He'll dribble foul line, Bowell save it, get it high on the right now, where Thomason guns a three left point and knocks it in, Noah Thomason. 19 for Noah Thomason to tie the game at 70.
Yeah, Dale Bonner went for the steal. He thought he had it, and he missed it and gave Thomason an open shot there.
3:38 left in the game and a tie game at 70. Bruce Thornton, center circle, Ohio State. Working right of the logo on Thomason. Thornton, 19 on the shot clock. Dribbles, throws right wing. Jamison Battle, who's guarded by Kane. Takes him to the lane. Battle drives. Dunks left to the rim. Wow. 22. Jamison Battle. 72-70 Ohio State.
You got to be kidding me, Jamison Battle.
Threw a mad cup dunk down with 3:15 to play. Now Thomason double up. Gets it left wing. Anselm Bay, Georgia. Top of the key, Dylan James. Leaves it below center circle for Justin Hill with 18 on the shot clock. 72-70 Ohio State. Hill dribbling, driving down the right lane line, goes to the hoop, shot up and good. Hill right of the rim. 9 for Justin Hill. Game tied at 72.
This is high-level basketball right now, Paul.
Remember, Georgia was up at one point by 13. Under 3 to play in the game. Bruce Thornton, center circle, Ohio State, guarded by Justin Hill. Thornton dribbling between the rings. Thornton now lobs it left of the foul line, Akpara. Felix will hold on to it left of the stripe, dribble once, give it Gale left of the key. Gale double team, goes into the lane. Gale shoots middle of the paint, scores. The 11, Roddy Gale, scoring in traffic, 74-72 Ohio State.
There's some tired guys out there, Paul.
On both teams. 2.5 to play in the game. Hill, Georgia, foul line down the lane. Left point goes to James, who shoots a three. Knocks it in, Dylan James.
Line drive shot.
5 for James, and Georgia up 1, 75-74. 2:13 to play.
And they're going to call a timeout.
Doesn't look like it. Bruce Thornton, Ohio State, has the ball at center circle. Thornton with a couple of screens, uses one to go to the right point. Thornton to the foul line, in the lane. Thornton scoops it low on the right and scores.
Crafty.
Gave him a dead leg, 12 for Bruce Thornton. 76-75, Buckeyes by 1.
A Euro step there, Paul.
Minute 53 left. Roddy Gale fouls Justin Hill. Almost it looked like that was a purposeful foul.
It was. They had one to give.
And a timeout called with a minute 51 left in a tight game. 76-75, Ohio State ahead of Georgia on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Sometimes you just need a little time for you. Or better yet, you and a pizza. Like a delicious Donato's cauliflower crust pizza. A golden, crispy crust loaded with your choice of toppings. Or get any Donato signature pizza on cauliflower crust. Like chicken spinach mozzarella. Create your perfect cauliflower crust escape today and get $3 off any order of $15 or more using promo code PIZZA. Order now at Donatos.com.
Soy has been keeping secrets, and it's ready to share. Soybeans are among the most versatile agricultural products. They are used in creative ways you may have never realized to make products we all love and use every day. Ohio is leading the way, developing new uses for soybeans to support our changing world. Soy low-key slays, and I'm here for it. Learn more about soybeans at soysecrets.org. This ad brought to you by Ohio soybean farmers and their checkoff.
With the Kroger app, shopping online with pickup and delivery is the same as shopping in store. Same low prices, same personalized deals, same rewards on the same high-quality items like Honeycrisp apples and pasta sauce, with no hidden fees or markups. It's one small click for groceries, one big win for busy families everywhere. Start your cart today at Kroger.com. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Your Ohio State flagship station, The Fan.
1:51 left in the thrilling third-round NIT game in Columbus. 76-75, Ohio State ahead of Georgia. Stay tuned after the game for the Encova Insurance Postgame Show. We'll hear from Coach Jake Diebler and have a complete recap of today's game brought to you by Encova Insurance.
Yeah, in-game adjustments here. You know, Ohio State, I talked about guys being gassed, and Roddy Gale was one of them. Ohio State has one timeout left. They had, at the time, 5 team fouls. Jake Diebler instructed Roddy Gale to foul to get the timeout so that he can get some rest for his guys, because they've been out there for an extended time.
It seems as though that fatigue is going both ways, too.
Yeah, exactly. But I tell you, how about these seniors? Jamison Battle, Dale Bonner here in the second half. This is, again, like I said, Paul, high-level basketball right now. This is fun to call, fun to watch. Ohio State's got a minute 51 to get that defense going. Finally, Under 50% from the field for Georgia.
Yeah, 47.7. 10 for 24 from three-point range, the Bulldogs. So Ohio State, 48% shooting. 7 for 17 from three-point range. Buckeyes, limited trips to the foul line, just 7 for 8. We've become accustomed to more than that.
Yep. And officials are allowing them to play.
Oh, boy, are they.
Bruce Thornton has 10 assists in this ball game, Paul.
Wow. To go along with 12 points. Devin Royal, Jamison Battle, Felix Akpara, Dale Bonner, Bruce Thornton for Ohio State. Frank Anselm eBay with 4 fouls. Blue Kane, Justin Hill, Dylan James, and the inbounder Noah Thomason, right sideline for Georgia. 76-75, Ohio State by 1. A minute 51 left in the game. Georgia has 22 on the shot clock. The winner goes to the semis of the NIT in Indianapolis. Ball handed to Thomason to inbound. Floats in the backcourt to Justin Hill for Georgia. 76-75, Ohio State. Hill crossed the timeline at center circle, guarded by Bonner. Dribbles to the right point, Hill. Bonner still with him. Hill will now bring it to the foul line. Stop, throw it back on the right point, throw a wide pass. Thomason saves it high on the right with 9 on the shot clock. Thomason shoots a 3, right at the key. No good. Rebound Akpara, Ohio State with a minute and a half to play. Buckeyes up 1, 76-75.
They took away their initial action, led to that forced 3.
Bruce Thornton, right of center circle, Ohio State. Dribbles it now, top of the key, Thornton. Sticking with him is Thomason. Thornton looking right side, but still dribbling high on the right. 12 on the shot clock for Bruce Thornton on the right point against Noah Thomason. 9 on the shot clock. Thornton on the right point. Goes right wing, dribbles right corner. Thornton drives right baseline. Thornton curls on the left block now. Thornton in the lane. 2 seconds left. Scoops low on the left. No good. Rebound Anselm eBay, Georgia. 76-75 Buckeyes with less than a minute to play. Justin Hill, Georgia, brings it up the right side. Dribbles right point behind a screen. Hill right of the key on Akpara. Hill on the right point, dribbling right of the key. Takes it to the lane. Dream shakes, turns below the foul line. He's in the paint, flips it out now. Thomason high on the left. 10 on the shot clock. 43 seconds left. Georgia the ball down 1. Thomason left point on Royal. Thomason dribbles left to the foul line. Shoots it 2 left to the stripe and knocks it in. 21, Noah Thomason. And Georgia up 77-76 with 36 seconds to play. Bruce Thornton up the right sideline, Ohio State. Thornton driving, spinning to the lane. Stops, right corner battle, snaps off a 3. In and out. Rebound Kane, Georgia with 25 seconds to play, and he's fouled. Blue Kane came up with a rebound. I believe they called in on Devin Royal.
It might have been Felix Akpara reaching in there.
It was Felix, his second.
Yeah, but a good decision by Felix Akpara. You do not want to waste any time here. Get the foul, make them go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. But you can ask for a better shot. Jamison Battle, who's been awesome here.
Blue Kane will go to the free throw line with a bonus now in effect. He is 1 for 1 at the stripe tonight and has scored 15.
I think they're challenging who the foul was caught on, and so Jake Diegler is going to get an extra timeout here.
Okay.
I don't think Jake Diegler realized that it was Felix who reached in and fouled.
Okay. 25 seconds left in the game. It's 77-76, Georgia by 1.
Unless they have the wrong. Who did they have at the line to shoot?
I believe they had Blue Kane going up to the line, and I believe that's who was fouled.
Yeah, I agree. I think the officials got it right. This should be a short one.
And it is. But Noah Thomason with a big basket for Georgia, giving him 21 in the lead of 177-76.
But by challenging it, you got your free time out there.
Yeah, got a little bit of a rest. Georgia 1 timeout left. Ohio State 1 timeout left. Possession arrow favors the Buckeyes. But Blue Kane, a 6'5 freshman out of Knoxville, who has started now the last 6 games for Mike White. He'll step up to the stripe and shoot the 1-and-1. Georgia tonight is a team at the foul line.
They are 3 of 8.
So Blue Kane, 15-point night. He'll step up there and shoot the 1-and-1. Crowd making noise. Kane shoots, and he knocks it in for his 16th.
And the first one's always the toughest there in a 1-and-1, especially with so much on the line for a freshman up there.
Played at IMG Academy in Florida after leaving Knoxville Catholic.
Ohio State still has, even if he makes his shot, Ohio State does not have to come down and shoot a 3, Paul.
Second free throw is good. 17 for Blue Kane, and Georgia leads at 79-76. 25 seconds to play. Thornton up the right side, Ohio State. Bruce Thornton to the right point. Races down the right lane line, run into and fouled. as he just sped down the right side of the lane, and he'll go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1 with Justin Hill committing his first foul. And 19 seconds left in the game.
It'd be interesting whether Jake Diebler is going to bring back the sophomore Evan Mahaffey in place of Devin Roll to play defense, but may not.
Bruce Thornton, 12 points. Sophomore from the state of Georgia, Fairburn, Georgia. First of the 1-and-1 for Thornton, right down the ropes. He's got 13.
I'll say you still have time to get an aggressive trap and see if you can get a steal, then you got a foul.
79-77 Georgia. Bruce Thornton with one more free throw to try and get his 14th point. And he misses. Rebound slapped around, and the ball comes down to Blue Cane of Georgia with 15 seconds left. Knocked away by Bonner and into the hands of the Buckeyes. Thornton. Royal top of the key with 11 seconds left, and Jake Diebler burns his last timeout. Dale Bonner forces a turnover. Ohio State has the ball trailing to 79-77 with 10.1 seconds to play. Dale Bonner has been all over it tonight.
Yeah, crafty play defensively, and it reminds me of a play that Aaron Kraft
against Michigan State, I think.
Yeah, coming up from behind and did foul.
Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Always your home for Buckeye basketball.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Your flagship station for Ohio State athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
10.1 second left in the game. Georgia 79, Ohio State 77. The Buckeyes have used their final timeout. Roddy Gale has gone to the scorer's table to check in. Ohio State has benefited the possession arrow, but they have the ball in the forecourt thanks to a turnover forced by Dale Bonner.
Yeah, the last action when Bruce Thornton forced a shot, give Georgia a lot of credit. The play was set for Jamison Battle to come off a down screen, but they defended it well, and then Ohio State had to go to plan B. I think coming out of this timeout, go to Jamison Battle. He's been so aggressive, Paul, and driving the basket, plus he has the size. I think that's got to be your first action against Georgia here.
Plus he's such a good free throw shooter if he gets fouled.
Right.
Well, Buckeyes have come from 13 down to get back into a position here. They've had the lead, and it slipped away. Jamison Battle, Bruce Thornton, Felix Akpara, Roddy Gale, and Dale Bonner on the court for Ohio State, who'll have the ball up front with 10 seconds left. Frank Anselm eBay, who's got 4 fouls, Blue Cane, Justin Hill, Noah Thomason, and Dylan James, the 5 for Georgia.
And you don't have to go for a 3 here. You're only down 2. And if you should miss the shot, foul right away.
79-77, Georgia the lead. Buckeyes the ball, 10 seconds left. Inbound Gale, high on the right sideline. Roddy Gale, one dribble, top of the key to Thornton. Turn, shoots a straight on 3. No good off the flange. Offensive rebound, Akpar, but knocked out of his hands, and it goes out of bounds with 1 second to play, and the Buckeyes will have the ball.
They're asking for a review, but it's Ohio State, as you called it, Paul.
Yep. 1.2 is what is on the clock for the Buckeyes. Bruce Thornton, head of the key, had a good look, too strong on a 3 ball. But the ball out of bounds off Georgia. So the Buckeyes will have it and need a big-time prayer answered, trailing is 79-77.
I think Jamison Battle was a decoy there. That play was ran for Bruce Thornton to come off and take that 3. He had a straight line look at it. Buckeyes will have yet another chance here with 1.2, as you said, Paul, and plenty of time to get a shot off.
No timeout. Possession arrow favors Ohio State. Georgia has 1 timeout remaining for whatever that's worth, but it's the Bulldogs with a 79-77 lead.
I would not be displeased if you fake the 3 and get something quick going to the basket and tying the game up. You are playing at home. It's not a problem going in the overtime. You had the momentum, but do you go for the 3 or do you trick them up and try to get a quick 2 here?
Okay, I give.
Hey, you know, one of the things that Jake Diebler has said, he's got a coach like it's an instinct, right? So whatever he feels right now, this is what they're going to do.
Roddy Gale will inbound left sideline, Ohio State. He's out there with Felix Akpara, Jamison Battle, Dale Bonner, and Bruce Thornton. Defensively for Georgia, Noah Thomason, Blue Cane, Dylan James, Frank Anselm eBay, and Justin Hill.
And whatever they do, it's got to work.
Got to go quick. Buckeyes down 79-77, 1.3 on the clock now. Mike White, the Georgia coach, will take a timeout as he got a look at what Ohio State wanted to show offensively. So there's the Bulldogs' last timeout.
It's called coaching. In-game decisions here.
So the third round of the NIT going down to the final second here. The winner will move to Indianapolis in the NIT semis next Tuesday. And this was a game that it looked like at one point Ohio State had turned the momentum back in their favor, but then it slipped away.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, who was the person that hit the three for Georgia that put them up when Ohio State got the lead at 74-72. It was a big-time three.
Noah Thomason.
That's who, a big-time play.
Who has led the Bulldogs with 21 points. Blue Kane, who is 17, 10 for Frank Anselmibe. Those are their double-figure scores. For the Buckeyes, Battle 22, Thornton 13, 11 for Gale, 12 for Akpara.
Yeah, Noah Thomason, the only player on this Georgia team that started every single game this year, Paul, and been playing fantastic of late. 7th straight double-figure game here to end the season. So he is playing at a high clip.
Well, the timeout has expired. 1.3, 1 second and 3/10 on the clock. 79-77, Georgia leading. Ohio State with the ball. Thornton, Bonner, Battle, Gale, and Akpara for the Buckeyes. Thomason, Kane, Hill, Anselmibe, and James for the Bulldogs. And again, it's Roddy Gale, left sideline of the forecourt to inbound for Ohio State. Frank Anselmibe with 4 fouls will be in front of him. Looks like they're trying to enforce the 3-foot inbound barrier. Buckeyes down 2-1 with the ball. 1.3 on the clock. Roddy Gale, left wing of the forecourt, looking to inbound. Gale looks, goes to Battle, left of the key, shoots a 3, Battle, no good. And the season ends for Ohio State in the third round of the NIT. Jamison Battle, as good a look as you could get. 79-77. The Buckeyes fall to Georgia. The Bulldogs will move to the Final Four of the NIT, and Ohio State season will end at 22-13. 79-77. Georgia with a victory. We'll have more when we continue on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the field. That's why Encova Insurance is prepared for what's next and protects what matters most to you. With independent insurance agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova Insurance is an easy win for your peace of mind. For auto, home, and business
eyesight, he says he's blind without his goggles. Some people have called him Larry Blurred.